I think that it's kind of weird adding it into a game that's
Analyzing
mostly meant
contents,
for
please
children.
wait.
I'm just going to be completely blunt. So, personally, I think what Jelly had to say here
Failed
was a very
attempts
fair
to
take.
acquire
I'm
download
on their
resources.
side. You might say that's a little
No
bit
way.
biased, but regardless of the point,
Is it
I'm
broken?
on Jelly's side with what they had to say. However, people got extremely upset with this take from Jelly to the point to where it got so bad that the actual company
Is
that
my
Jelly
game
works
broken?
for,
I swear to
FaceConnect,
God.
which I mentioned at the beginning of the video,
I swear to the angels.
forced Jelly to delete these said tweets. And this is what the company had to say in response to this situation. Thank you for supporting FaceConnect. Recent comments made on Twitter by one of our talents included discussions on sensitive topics.
Wow, okay.
Following an
It broke my
review,
game.
these comments were taken down. We sincerely apologize for any issues caused by this incident. FaceConnect's focus has been and always will be providing entertainment through different personalities and a wide range of unique content. We do not tolerate racism, hatred, or bigotry in our communities. Thank you for understanding and your continued support of FaceConnect and our talents, FaceConnect team. This was made in response after what Jelly said. So more or less, they called one of their talents bigoted and racist, and have hatred in their heart for not wanting politics within their silly block game.
Let me restart everything.
An insane statement from FaceConnect. Obviously, people were pissed because they made Jelly delete the tweets, and then they issued this statement out. And people's reactions were pretty angry. And you even have Rev here, he makes a comment on this saying, this statement is a colossal L that not only cames to obnoxious virtue signalers who could care less about your talents, but also creates a standard that will be used against FaZe and your talents forever. Horrible decision, which is very true. Once you open the floodgates up of cancel culture and allow people to dictate what your talents can say or not say, then it opens up a can of worms to where everyone going forward in the past and future of what they say will be used against them. And I would like to reinstate, up to this very point, before this happened, FaZe more or less was a very neutral company. They were held as
5 retries. Wow,
company to work for, one of the last bastions for freedom within a VTuber community for an official company. But when they made this statement and they forced Jelly to take these posts down, it more or less opened up the door now where other people are going to be canceled afterwards, and they decided to side with certain politics for their company instead of remaining neutral as they always have. And thanks to this, it exploded in the drama space. People started talking about this. Content creators that are not even in the VTuber space started talking about the situation. Asmongold eventually found out. He started talking about the situation, which then led to him commenting on a content creator that said some pretty heinous stuff 6 months ago about a certain Charlie Kirk. And he pointed this out.
How much money? A lot of money. Oh, yeah, okay. Makes sense.
Despite claiming to be 27, Vidal asks for a lot of pictures of feet for a man-child his age.
No, I do not.
You just said your age out loud. Damn, you're old.
Yeah, he's old. 27 is basically a quarter of his life done. Despite claiming to be 27, Vidal asks for a lot of pictures of feet for a man-child his age.
No, I do not.
You just said your age out loud. Damn, you're old.
Yeah, he's old.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up with my RAM?
If you find a...
Okay. There we go. It gave us the update game. Finally. Prices delayed. RTX 60 delayed. 60 series. I didn't think we were gonna get a 60 series. Like 6 generations. No. It's 4 generations. Asmon ended them? No way, he did not end them. Great. 10-minute download. 5-minute download.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So unfortunately it appears that we have now entered a trilogy regarding the FaZeConnect situation. Now for those who are not aware, FaZeConnect is a
290 megabits,
that is respected
which is
by
kind of slow.
for a lot of reasons, including respecting their talents and protecting them from cancel culture and other things for many years now. But over the past couple of days, that reputation has been tarnished because they have been absolutely decimating their own talents, throwing them under the bus, and they have created an unbelievably difficult and controversial situation that we are now talking about. So to give a recap on my previous 2 videos, basically Minecraft comes out with their 4th or 5th edition of a DLC called Good Trouble that masquerades itself as an educational piece. As we know, a lot of schools, including public schools, are forcing this onto their students. It's not optional for them. And from people who've actually experienced what the DLC includes, it's got really a very small focus on actual historical context. Instead, it promotes protesting in a modern context. And a lot of people had an issue with that, including a FaZe Connect talent named Jelly, who had this to say: "Screw it, man. I think pushing politics in my children's sandbox game is disgusting, especially when it's disguised as education. Let me play my stupid block game without having to engage or associate with any of your stupid political garbage that I literally do not care about." Now, this tweet was deleted, and FaZe Connect would make a statement apologizing for what Jelly said, and they would even go as far as to say, "We do not tolerate racism, hatred, or bigotry in our communities." Now, in my previous video, I said this will backfire because FaZe is known for having some edgy content creators, and they've never really made a statement like this in the past. And I said this new standard will be used against their current talents, including an individual named Clara. Now, as you can see, I just find this interesting. I am preemptively blocked. Now, I talk about this in my second video slated for today. You can block whoever you want, but I just find this interesting that they preemptively blocked me. I've never interacted with this individual, but this Clara person from FaZe is very controversial for good reason. Back in September of last year, the day after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, they made some wouldn't it?
Chat, is this real? Okay, the game didn't load that time. Do I need to restart everything? Let's try that again. Retro. Why are you gay? Cha-cha ice joke, yeah. Is that real? It is real. Alright, now it'll work. It has to work. Why won't it work?
I am allowed to make fun of my own fucking head, okay? You cannot make fun of me.
Guys are here. So today we're going to be looking at yet another example of a VTuber being canceled, not only by Twitter users, but by her own peers as well.
No!
Welcome to the Thunderdome today, a VTuber named Cha-Cha, who's a pretty...
That's actually so fucking true, because when I open Twitter to, like, just to have a little peek at, you know, what people were up to and this and that, it was my entire feed. The whole, like, there was so much. I read a couple and I just didn't even bother reading any more of it. That's how stupid it was.
Successful indie VTuber who's now under fire after a clip of hers has gotten a lot of attention on Twitter. And in that clip, she made a joke about ice, which of course is Immigration and Customs Enforcement, a federal law enforcement
Ice, ice, baby. I want to make like an ice meme of me with that song. Did somebody do that? Could somebody put me in like an ice outfit and put that song in it or something?
agency in the United States. Now, before we watch a little bit of the related clip, for context, a viewer asked if the rumors are true, and the rumor, the joke, was that Fillion, her friend who hasn't streamed in a while, hasn't been streaming because she was taken by ICE. This is the clip that everyone's very mad about right now.
Is there any?
Which, by the way, the crazy part is I actually saw the original post and I saw people getting mad about it. And I didn't even unmute it on Twitter because I was like, must have been something pretty crazy. And then I got curious enough later on.
No.
And I was like, okay, finally, I'm just going to watch
So many
the
updates.
fucking clip and see what the big deal is. And the whole time I'm watching the clip, I'm like, wow, the part that's bad must be coming up. It must be coming anytime now. Anytime now.
Truth to your daughter being on hiatus because ICE sent her back to the Philippines.
It's so tame.
Anytime now.
I wasn't going to talk about this at all. I shouldn't say anything. But the
Anytime now.
The rumors are true.
Chat.
ICE did knock
Oh,
down,
dude, so much RAM is lagging.
And
because I have to deal with 4 inputs now, so
Fillion is not.
turn off my VC
It's not
face.
actually Filipino.
We're going PNG. PNG.
kidnapped her and sent
Gonna
her
give
back
the
to
RAM something to
Philippines.
load.
And I'm currently working with ICE at the moment to get her back. Where it's a work in progress.
Lies,
So she would
fuck
go
off.
on in the clip to say she has the ICE agents lined up and she's about to spank them or something. The point being, she was making a joke to her friend, but because it involved ICE, which is a very heated topic right now, people are very upset in the replies and in the quotes. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples so you guys can understand
yes,
what
the
we're
great-
talking
the
about
good
here.
part.
With nearly 7,000 likes, this person says, hey, so this stuff isn't just poor taste, it's disgusting. This person says, every time I think there's a chill, no BS VTuber in the community, they suddenly do the most insensitive and immature things for attention. It's so gross.
Nice.
This person says, F ICE and F anyone that jokes about it, period. This person says 150,000 followers, and instead of using your voice for good, you say dumb, tasteless stuff like this. Yikes. This person says making jokes about Fillion being kidnapped by ICE while it's actively happening to tons of people is in such
Kidnap is such a fucking disingenuous way of wording it, by the way. No one is getting fucking kidnapped.
No way.
They're here illegally. They're breaking the law. They don't belong here. Fucking kidnapped. I know, right? Wait, what? No. No. Nah, they're not getting kidnapped. They're getting deported is the word. The word is deported? Deported?
poor taste. Do better. Now, I would have just ended it there. I probably wouldn't have made a video at all. You know, it's the usual stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna play. Yeah, no, my Azure lane crashed. Okay. We were just loading up anyways. For the main event. Do 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 do. Don't look at that.
Starry night, starry night. A loving mother. A flame.
Agree. What is my frame rate? Oof. Can I boost it? Yes. Boosted. Apply, yeah. Overclock it. Overclock.
Morning, Mr. Rob. Can I have a latte, please? Extra sugar, extra milk. With all those edges and that sturdy look, Mr. Rob might seem a bit cold and standoffish, but he's actually paying attention, quietly noting down what each of us prefers. That there's a tender heart ticking away under that metal shell. Makes you wonder, huh?
Heed the call of your innermost desires. Advance without fear. Navigate as your heart dictates. Robust power. Perfect execution. Foresee the storm and overcome it. Calm. City Series.
Okay, don't look at my login. This is very, very personal. Hoshishirube. TV time. Cutscene. Debuting today, yes. Oh, hey, nice. Well, let me just check the volume. Whoa, she changes magical. She's like a magical girl. Ha ha ha, Suna. Okay, we're here. We're finally... Well, they're finally here. And with all our pulls, there's a chance we might get her. 40 pulls is what we're going to try to pull her in. We would do it in less, I believe. Do it in 1. No, yes! We got her? No way, no way, no way, no way.
You're recruiting?
Oh, she's A rank? Purcha Helini. Cute. We have her now. And is the next one the one? No, the next one. No, it's Corin?
Is there something I can do for you?
Wrong maid. We wanted the other maid. No, she's A rank. Who's the S rank?
Soldier 11 reporting for duty. Ready for action.
Soldier 11. Okay. This is... Did we pull the right banner? Okay, so we got 2 new characters and a Corin. Confirmed. Wow, okay. That's her engine, Delulu. A new mission. Claim. Angel's Invitation. Oh. Oh. We have to invite all 3. Where's the events? No, not this. Oh, claim. Yes. Daily login, okay. Now we just have to do the events. Did we finish the other thing? Demo! Oh, start demo! We can finally play her! Let's see. With enough energy, AX makes the attack to put it this way. Hold it, I have to hold it. Wow. How do you just play like a Bleach game? I feel like she's like the holiday character. Attack speed. Goddess of music? What did she say? Ah! She's so cute. She's like Ruby Cup from Bleach Brave Soul.
Just in time!
Cute.
You sound wide open! Let me help!
Okay. Gameplay time, right?
That's awesome! Bubblegum attack!
So she's more of a supportive character. Almost dodged it.
Nuts are jumping!
Cute. Ouch. No, I should have been Tuna. Wait, what's the lore of the name changed again? I forgot. Wow. 3 minutes. Exactly 3 minutes. Cute. Her. Let's play her demo then. Well, that was final comeback. Whoops. Where's my mouse? Huh, no. Live stream. Did I finish this? How many more days? Two days of that. Hollow Point. Gameplay details. Where's the co-op? Okay, done. Who's that? Is that the Labubu? No. Main story, chapter 2. Harmony of Delusion. Oh, we have to play that one. Who are these guys? They've been upgraded. So let's go finish playing this on my stream. No, we missed all 5 days. What does that mean? What is scheduled today? game day. I forgot. Well, let me rotate him on controller. It was X. Damn, I failed. crashed. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Stick drift controller. I can't do this on a controller. Damn, I can't play this game without a keyboard. I don't have a keyboard. What'd I do? Do this. Okay, now my controller's not working. My keyboard's out of battery. No, I didn't charge my keyboard. Whatever. Worst gameplay ever. New story season 2. New chapter unlocked. Okay. Wow, I couldn't finish the practice, but whatever. This will be good.
The brightest.
It's me.
The most dazzling.
It's me.
New Eridu's rising star.
Stars. They're here. They're in my shop. They're in my home. They should be in my bedroom. Upstairs. Nice.
We're here! Long time no see.
Voices.
Morning, manager.
That's Suna?
Morning, everyone. My brother told me you needed to talk to us about something urgent.
Oni-chan.
Yep. It's about the new Eridu's Rising Star event. We might need your help, manager. What a coincidence. Wise and I just saw the commercial for that.
Do you
Get
plan
out
to
here,
participate?
Wise.
Wow, you have that much faith in us, manager? Honestly, we didn't even know we'd be entering until yesterday.
What?
Yeah, we actually didn't meet the entry requirements at first. It was all thanks to a really enthusiastic fan. She recommended us to the judges during a street interview.
No way.
That's right. Thanks to Ms. Sia's recommendation, Ms. Burner took a listen and loved Suna's song, so we managed to land a spot in the competition. That's awesome! So you got in through a special recommendation? You Angels of Delusion really know how to surprise us. So, have you got...
Well, about that. To encourage more people to join, the organizers have cut down on the in-person rounds this time. Rankings will be based on the quality and popularity of content posted on the creators' online accounts.
Wow.
But we've been so caught up with the Gilded Carrot Day show that we completely neglected our account. Our page is pretty much a ghost town now.
Yeah, sure, totally.
Oh, it's all my fault. I was doing pretty well before, keeping up with all the updates. But lately I've just been completely swamped.
No. Don't pin everything on yourself, Suna.
Talented. Those are the data live voice
like
actors.
idiots. Anyway, the point is, Angels of Delusion is doing alright overall, but we really need someone who knows how to run a creator account. It's a super important role. That's why we created the special title of our prestigious honorary agent.
I spread misinformation on the internet.
Yeah, that's right.
After thinking about it over and over, the most professional, reliable, and trustworthy people we know are... you two!
Where's the robot in her voice?
Please help us out, manager.
Expressionless face.
Okay. But I don't know much about the idol industry, so no
Idol
promises
industry.
I'll be very helpful. Are you kidding? We've talked about this so many times. No matter how impossible something seems, it always gets done once you step in.
Huh?
Like, finding inspiration when I'm stuck, figuring out all those commissions with super ambiguous requests, pulling off shows we have zero confidence in, everything! Wow, am I really that good? I'm suddenly feeling pretty confident.
Exactly! And an inexperienced idol plus a complete rookie manager is a refreshing combo that might just create something magical.
Gay. Fake words.
I know! Wishing Spray says that keeping things fresh is actually a very important part of any performance, too.
Totally agree.
Yu.
So, to win the grand prize at New Eridu's Rising Star, we're planning to drop a performance video for a brand new song. And we've decided that Suna will be the center in the MV.
What? Wasn't that just a joke because I lost at Truth or Dare?
Suna's dare is to be the center in the next song?
Brat.
Nope. She drew truth. The prompt was, tell us your biggest wish right now.
I wish. Oh.
Yeah, her wish was so honest and brave. I was
Brave.
totally moved.
It's not that big a deal. All I said was, sometimes I wonder when I'll be able to stand in the center like Arya and Nanggong and lead in a performance. That's all.
Cute.
But to actually be the center now, I'm nowhere near ready. At least give me some time to think about it.
Yeah. Makes sense. You look the newest.
Then think about it quick. Quick? Like how quick? While you think it over, we'll talk to manager first about our plans once you take the center position.
Yay.
So you're not even giving me a chance to say no? We're talking about being the group center. Shouldn't you be taking this more seriously?
Okay, I could hear her voice.
I think it's a really good idea too. A performance with Suna in the center would be a whole new vibe. I'm already hyped just thinking about it.
So.
Okay.
So
Thank
cute.
you, manager. But I'm still a bit nervous.
Alright, center for the new song confirmed.
You confirmed that just now? Yep, just in time. Good thing we nailed this before the Tops rep comes and confirms all our details. We've only got half a day left! Shouldn't we at least do some preparation before he arrives? Ugh, dummy! Why else do you think I said we could only grab some noodles for lunch today? So Nanggong had it all planned out. Let's hurry back and get ready then.
Wait. One more thing. Manager? If you're free this afternoon, could you come with us as our agent to meet the staff? Miss Cecilia's out, and it's just the three of us. I'm a bit
Just
worried.
us and you three? Yes.
Sure. Wise and I will get ready and come over soon. Don't worry, we've dealt with plenty of top staff before.
Yeah, we do. I flipped the pig. No, where is it? Errands? Let's talk wise. Oh, we're just gonna be talking. Skip. Oh no, the 404.
Looks like 404 is getting lively.
Rotoscoped. Mocap. Not even mocap. Uh-oh. Let me see. I want to say. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this with a controller. $18. Wow, okay. Oh, I had to do that?
Falling into Delusion Field!
Haha. Oh, any on the right? Cute. They're all blushing. My little angels. Are they villains or just creepy? Miller, Burner. Hey yo.
You said you were here to check on Angels of Delusions. What's this now? Mr. Miller.
I've heard her voice before.
Patient. Your focus is on musical
Commercial.
and I'm responsible for
For
commercial
traffic.
viability.
And
The qualities exhibited by
He's short.
Wow, you've got sharp eyes, sir.
Likewise. I'm Miller from This is Miss
Miss Burner, I know who you...
we don't have much time. Let's skip... As you already know, Angels of Delusion entered as specially invited contestants. That means...
That's quite an opener. Got it. But we...
To put it simply, as provisional contestants, you first get approval from the judges. That's about that second part. However...
Sorry to interrupt. If this is meant to be a competition for creators, riding on a teacher's reputation for...
Exactly. And you gave us suggestions on how to get more star points. Nothing about the standards you and Mr. Miller are actually judging by.
With that, you've set the bar of my exactly. What I really...
No!
Well, actually, we're already working on a new song.
We are.
We're making solid progress. We'll keep at it and drop the full track within the...
I hope Angels of Delusion can true...
What is he, stuck up pretentious bastard?
You'll get to engage with viewers, expand
Do not engage with the viewers.
Wait.
The viewers are shit.
Exactly.
Is that the battle? No way, they're not really on stage, are they? Girls. Wow, they are on stage. Whoa. Wow. For what? What am I ready for? Oh, it's just this. We just play minigames? Whoops.
Falling into Delusion Field!
Kurumi Tokisaki. Full combo? Oh, I didn't miss any? Nice.
I'm so tired. I need a break.
I got all of them, but I couldn't get it on 100% of the marks. 95? Pretty good mark. There was no singing. Where's the singing? Huh, no. We have to wait 3 days for the next song to come out. Oh, wow. They're really gonna milk us. Oh, hey.
Smooth melody, harmonious for rookies, angels of delusion.
Get out of here. Nobody cares about your opinion. It's all about the people. Look at the people that hear music. Wow.
We're really sorry. We only
She's so shy.
Your reasons don't matter. As performers, you've got once you're live.
As performers. Jump in to help.
Thanks for the feedback, Miss Burner. But with amazing vocal coaches, professional and yeah, the Angels of Delusion will keep working hard.
Aria.
We'll keep believing in us.
What is Aria up
No
to?
reason to stress, everyone. And as for the lack based on today's performance,
Don't stress
I'm
it now.
keeping Angels of Delusion.
Overall, it's getting late. We should head out. Next
Alright,
time
leave.
we're here.
I'll follow right behind you.
Woo! When Miss
Very
Burner
intense.
started talking and Suna just broke.
Huh?
But look at you! Our little Suna's all grown up now. She won't just burst into tears in public anymore.
Yay!
Hey! Don't you underestimate me! I was just... Oh? What? Who's going over all the prep work in 3 live streams? 2 sounds like a lot, I know.
Wow, Suna. So, should we start? Yeah, running your account is.
I'll finish the Angels.
Nangung and I will figure. Okay, we're all
All set then.
Sounds good to me.
Wow, okay. There's our character. And then she's here. She's a strong character. And just a regular shark. Alright, I guess I'll log off here. Log on later. I want to go play Azure Lane. Okay. Later. Internet membership. $5. Discount ends in 87 days.
Miss Cecilia prepared this dress for me.
Huh? What?
Wait. Let me grab my field mic before we bounce.
Cute. They were saying something.
Heading out for inspiration? Let's go.
The skirt is shorter.
Really enjoys dolling us up like in a dress-up game. Feels like Miss Cecilia really enjoys
Long short.
dress-up
We get stockings.
Wait. Let me grab my field mic before we bounce.
The thigh gap. Oh hey, only 130 of these?
Heading out for
I
inspiration?
could buy it. I could have.
Feels
No, I
like
can't
Miss
afford it.
Cecilia really enjoys dolling us up like in a dress-up game.
Owned. Sunny Wave set. Kinda do want the Sunny Wave set. They introduce skins on top of character collection.
Would you like to take a stroll on the beach with me?
Jiggle!
Bear witness to the noble principles of the Timefield family.
Who else? Who else has a jiggle? Ellen? No, Esther?
Take a deep breath. The
Oh,
spotlight's about
wow.
to shine.
Side boob. What's the tanuki?
Wanna hear a summer story?
Swimsuit.
Waking up at 8? I'm so tired.
8 is pretty late. Sure. A little needlework? Yes. Why is Ellen so cute? Recommended buy. Buy! Signal shop. Oh, I could buy one of these. Bought one of those. So how many does a skin cost? A skin costs like what, 15 bucks? No. Let's just get the monochrome. Monochrome market. Okay. Guess I'll just end the stream now. End the stream. I'm gonna go play Azure Lane.
What's cracking, guys? Today I'm gonna do something I've never done before. Not laugh. That's right, almost came close there. Don't worry, I got this. But I will not break today because you guys are always saying, why does this guy laugh all the time? I bet this son of a bitch can't even finish like one sentence without breaking into laughter. And no, most of the time you're correct. But not this day. I am gonna be so stone-faced. This is made of stone and rock. I am the boulder. Nobody touches the boulder. That wasn't a laugh. That was not a laugh. Anyway, the challenge is starting now. All right, that one didn't count. Okay, I am gonna do this video here. I'm almost gonna break. No, I'm gonna do this video. I'm not gonna laugh at my own stupidness. I'm not gonna break from my own self. Basically put, I issued a challenge on my Twitter saying, I want you guys to send me funny shit and I will prove to you that I could get through this challenge without laughing. The challenge hasn't technically started yet, so give me a break, okay? Anyway, okay, I'm getting stone-faced. Here we go. I'm getting it all out. That was just, I'm flushing it out, flushing the funny out. And well, we're gonna get the funny back in a second, but don't worry. Okay, let's just fucking do it. Some people don't understand Neko Noble's swag. Okay, why? Though they only do that because they jelly. Yeah, I know I get mad pussy. I do get mad pussy. All the time. Oh! Damn! That's pretty good! Not today! Hold up. I mean the Nekos, not the other kind. Yeah. That's right. As a cat. I swear that guy looks like Snoop Dogg. He really does look like Snoop Dogg if he was like clean cut, you know, and not smoking the weed. You almost got me, not today. And Noir's saying she doesn't believe me here. Oh, come on, I can do this. See, I'm already doing this. Have faith in me. Are you gonna try not to laugh? I have my doubts. Good luck. Oh, that derpy face, that derpy blonde face. I've seen it before, though. I'm stone cold. This seems pretty normal. There's nothing wrong here. Upgrade. Oh, okay, we can upgrade. Sure. Let's go back. Yeah, let's fuck that shit. Let's de-upgrade. There we go. That's better. Like the game reference? I hope you fail.
What is a Jedi's favorite Italian dessert? An Obi-Wan cannoli. Funny joke?
No, I almost said no. That was a voice crack. That was nothing. Oh yeah, you can't give it a day. Oh, that was good. That was good. When someone farts and look at you with this face.
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
I'd punch that bastard in the face. Jesus Christ, that's ugly. Oh dear God, my mommy says I'm pretty. She does say I'm pretty, okay? Why did you freaking scrunch my nose like that? That's not fair. This is like a Joey meme. Please tell me I cleared my browser history. He's been trying to do memes. Joey can't do memes. He is not a memeable bastard. Take that. Shots fired. Hey, anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. Oh, it's a guy. Oh my God, Nutcare, what are you doing? Oh my God, she's crazy, bitch. What the fuck is with that Shrek? What is he doing? He's got some sick moves though. Jesus Christ. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Hey baby, nice skirt. What's the drop rate? Oh, I think I heard that cringy pickup line in Joy's video. Oh man. Does this look like the face of Mercy to you? No, Bloody is not the face of Mercy. Jesus
Mercy
Christ.
looks like...
It's pretty moe. I mean, I'll give it.
Is that Happy Sugar
Bloody
Life?
is not the face of Mercy. Like the face of Mercy
Nope.
to you.
It's not.
What's it called? Man, I gotta give Misty that shirt. I'm pretty sure I love anal. Man, I gotta give Misty that shirt. I'm pretty sure he'll love that. The anal bit. What's it called when your crush has a crush on you too? Imagination. Oh, that's so sad. That was not a laugh. That was just me breathing. That was the breathing exercise. I held it in. You see, you saw nothing, you motherfuckers. Yeah, you can't really see up her skirt like that. It's a 2D cardboard cutout. Like, how pathetic. But it's not like I haven't tried to do that before or anything. They see me rolling. They hate it. Oh, Mika looks so sad in that. She just looks like so depressed. It's like the most depressed fucking cartwheels you could ever fucking do. Like, who does depressing cartwheels? It's like, I'm not having fun, but I'm cartwheeling. Like, you cannot do a cartwheel without smiling. It is not possible. What do you call security guards at a Samsung store? The Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, what? I thought this was a try not to laugh challenge, not a fucking cringe fest. Jesus Christ! Come on, guys, step up your games. Oh, that's the screenshot that I took myself, where I caught all of us blinking. Oh my God, that's some quality comparison there. You can't use my own jokes against me. You can. It does work. It is effective most of the time because I do laugh at myself. That was not a laugh again. Okay, that was breathing exercises. It's not that I want to eat you, Bucko. Who hasn't seen the Tsundere sharks, man? If you Google that shit, that's actually pretty funny. There's a lot of good Tsundere shark memes out there. I like it. Oh, what the fuck, mate? Is this you, mate? You having a fucking giggle or you little laugh by yourself, mate? Well, you I can't have a look of it. And you fucking shit and bug off, you bloody twat. Nice time, I fucking butter. You mighty sway on me, mum. I think I said that pretty good there. I think I did a good job. Thank you. If you ever get cold, just stand in the corner for a bit. They're usually 90 degrees. Don't do this to me. What the fuck? You put my face on an egg there? What the shit is that? Why is there a giant monkey behind Christopher? No, I'm not laughing shit. You did not see it. No, why is that monkey face there? Oh God, that's the thing that kind of breaks me. Are you kidding me? Every time I think of Christopher Walken doing like the monkey, it's like, whoopee doo. I wanna be like you. Oh, I wanna walk like ya, I wanna talk like ya. You see that? I can't picture him singing that song. That's not fair, alright? God damn, that's of all things the fucking monkey. Oh my god. Oh, that's just more adorable than anything. Come on now. I loved it was good luck club, good job club, Gijipu. That's the name of it. Noble can remember anime names. Shut up. What's the matter, dear? Got a boner? Like, what's with all the Neptune things going around? It just goes to show how many freaking Nepar peers are following me. They just post everything. It's crazy. I have a ton of Neps everywhere.
Nepar peers.
Boobs, are you gritting yet? No, just thinking of boobs. Okay, here you go. Oh god, the noble people. I was not laughing. That was not laughing. Oh my god, really? Jesus. Doi, breaking news. Never pause, lost pause. It will give you not. You see, yes, this is the truth. You don't want to pause my videos. You get really stupid faces. And Amoto's favorite ride, a Nissan. Oh god, that's so bad. You see, son, you can tell I'm a minor character because my eyes aren't as big and as cute as yours. Alright! Almost got me there. Oh my god, that's very much the truth in these animes, man. Jesus. Zoop, motherfucker. What the fuck is that? Is that Bill Cosby? What is he doing with that wiener? What is Bill Cosby doing with that magical wiener? What the fuck?
How does he go?
Sailor Mercury. I see what you did there. I see what you did. That one is actually pretty fucking clever. I like it. How can you say you love her if you can't even eat her poop? Anime, stop! Stop! Why? Why does it do this? No! This is more like the disappointment in anime thing. I don't even know anymore. I have done it! I made it through a video without laughing. You did not hear a little chuckle in there. Shut up! Okay, maybe I chuckled, maybe smiled a little bit. Alright, shut up! But still, I don't think I burst out laughing like a retard every fucking 5 seconds. That counts as something, okay? Why did I call myself a retard? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video here. I haven't thought of a punishment if I actually did break out laughing, or maybe I should try a harder test. I left this up to you, this challenge up to you guys. Maybe that was a bad idea. I don't know, but still not breaking. I'm trying so hard not to bust out laughing right now. This is hard. But once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you beautiful sons and guns again next time.
You crazy mother.
Kill. Collection. My precious. Let's see what else is on. Trash taste. They're fascist! All of them. Not just the men, but the women and children too.
Hey, what's up guys, Rob here. So today we'll be reacting to this video uploaded by a completely normal individual titled "The right-wing VTuber grifter situation is insane." A very moist, critical, coded title right there, to be honest, but you can see the like to dislike ratio. It's not going too well for this individual. 198 likes versus 656 dislikes. And you can see the thumbnail. Before we get into the actual content, the thumbnail is very interesting. It says, "We need to bully these people more." This entire video is celebrating harassment and deplatforming and removing of sponsors from people like myself, while trying to claim that they're the empathetic ones. Doesn't really work. But anyways, the thumbnail is interesting too because you can see down here you have Leaflet and Kirsha, and this will be important for a couple of reasons in just a second, but these are two VTubers I really do enjoy. But they also included Powder, who's been going through her own cancellation campaign recently, which I think is totally overblown and ridiculous as well. But it's weird to include her with me in the background as the sort of puppeteer of everything going on, when my only interaction with Powder is a video from about 2 years ago where I criticized her. So it's weird to kind of lump us together, but here is the video, and let's set some ground rules, okay? The person making this considers everyone we just talked about, Powder, Kirsha, Leaflet, myself, we're all fascists and grifters in the eyes of this individual, and we deserve everything that's coming to us. And, well, you can see their hat. It says, "This machine kills fascists." First of all, shiver me timbers. Wow, this guy is really off the edge. I'm very nervous right now. But at the same time, it's like, okay, we know what you mean. You should say it with your chest. But anyways, let's get into this very enthralling video.
This video is drama slop and politics slop. I am warning you now. If you don't want to see drama slop and politics slop about the VTuber community, then I suggest you do not watch this video.
Okay, before we get into anything, again, I'm sorry to pause again. Just know this. Listen to his opinions and listen to his voice. This guy is literally the VTuber Vosh. Literally, to his core. Who is, again, someone I criticized many years ago for accidentally leaking his folder after years and years of calling anime fans predators over their choices. He had a folder that got leaked. It had lolly hentai on there, as well as horse-related stuff. Really on brand for Vosh, but yeah, this guy sounds exactly like him, and his opinions sound exactly like him. But let's continue.
Thank you for your attention to this matter. So I've been aware of the phenomenon of like right-wing VTuber grifters for a while now. I mean, I guess it makes sense that like they exist because lots of VTuber culture tends to kind of skew a little bit left-wing. And when it comes to people who like VTubers, there are a lot of loser virgin chuds looking for a home, you know, who feel...
Well guys, I guess I'm a chud. You know, happily married man. Turns out I'm a chud, and anyone who's gainfully employed or has a significant other, you're a chud too, but that's just the way it goes according to this individual. But they bring up the term grifter. We're gonna see this over and over again. This is one of the many definitions of grifter. Now, there's many variations, but the overall premise is the same. It's someone who has fake beliefs, someone who fakes their political or cultural beliefs just to make a buck, just to deceive people, and it's on the accusers like this who believe myself and the others included in this video are grifters. Like, show us where we are faking opinions for monetary gain. Because if I'm a grifter, this is I'm really bad at it, okay? Because this whole video is celebrating me losing my sponsorship with Advanced. They think it's funny. Not because they actually believe with an actual reason that I'm some fascist, crazy person. They just disagree with some of my takes. And that's really it. It's really sad. So it's on the accuser to prove that I am literally faking my opinions for the sole purpose of monetary gain. But let's continue.
Feel like they can't find a VTuber who represents their politics, their shitty, toxic, awful politics. So, you know, obviously there's a market, which leads to the rise of the right-wing grifter VTuber. You know, a lot of them are basically just kind of copying Asmongold's YouTube channel. It's a lot of just like Gamergate reaction content and just general politics reactions. And
so I like how they're calling out like, oh, the grifter content, the Asmongold copy content. Like, you're not gonna see any actual criticisms of anything I say right here. Like this video, for example, he's citing as an example of this. How am I wrong? How am I wrong? The game on the left that does not want to play into modern day stuff has double the wish list of a very similar genre of a game that says they want to play into the modern agenda. How am I wrong? Like, it's on you. Again, you're calling me out. Explain how I'm wrong in this video.
awful, shitty opinions about current events. Yeah, no, it's a awful cesspool of bootlicking and bullshit. But you know, it pays the bills, I guess. So literally just today, I made the mistake of thinking to myself, what's going on in the right-wing VTuber grifter sphere? And I went ahead and looked, and was immediately made angry by how stupid this current drama is.
So again, he's citing the whole advanced situation where I talked about the VTuber Miss Lala. Again, you can disagree with my take. Do you believe that justifies me having my sponsor removed or calling me like things that I'm not and accusing me of being a grifter and all these things? Clearly they don't have any evidence of that, but whatever.
I'm not gonna sit here and cover like this entire like play-by-play, and a lot of it's very stupid, but just as a quick overview, Miss Lala is a VTuber, has kind of like a 1950s kind of diner aesthetic to her model and her stream, and she tweets out "fuck ICE," which of course, based, good opinion, everybody agrees with this.
Clearly, not everyone agrees with this. Like, this is the most disingenuous part of this whole thing. You think everyone agrees with this because you agree with it. You're a narcissist. Not everyone agrees with this. And despite all of the controversy my tweet responding to this making a joke about it got, it had like over 10,000 likes. At least 10,000 people agreed with me, so clearly you're just wrong. It's okay to have differing opinions and to make quotes of public tweets.
Based opinion. If you don't agree with this, fuck you. That gets quote retweeted by Rev, who is one of these just like Gamergate right-wing grifter VTubers. Generally just like kind of a like hateable human being from everything I've ever seen of him. And he accuses her.
The funny thing is like this person says like I'm a hateable individual. Like despite all the stuff this person's gonna talk about in this video, I don't hate this person. I don't think they should lose sponsorships for whatever they're saying. In fact, what they're doing in this video is exactly what I was accused of doing. I was accused of sending harassment and trying to bully people. This guy is literally saying we need to bully these people more. And he's celebrating us losing platforms or sponsorships over differing opinions. This person is doing exactly what the mob was trying to accuse me of doing and use as a justification, despite me not even doing it, to lose opportunities or be deplatformed or whatever. It's crazy. There's no self-awareness whatsoever.
Of being a hypocrite because she's a 1950s aesthetic VTuber and she hates the current federal agency that's more tame than any law enforcement agency of the time period included in her LARP. And then criticizes her for locking replies. So like, first off, this is not hypocrisy. This is...
The hypocrisy is actually in the reply, but he'll get to it. But here's the thing. If you think my take is stupid and you hate all these grifters you included in the thumbnail, let me inform you, because you obviously haven't looked into this. I know that Kirsha, as well as Leaflet, don't agree with my main post. They criticized it too. So if you think they're grifters and I'm the puppeteer behind them, like in the thumbnail, I'm not doing a very good job, am I? Where my little minions are out here publicly disagreeing with my take. But here's the difference. They're mature enough to say, I disagree with his statement. I don't really agree with what he was trying to say there. But I don't think he deserves harassment. I don't think he should be deplatformed. I don't think he should lose sponsorships. I know. Very complicated sort of set of logic there, but let's hang on and see what else this person has to say.
Incredibly stupid point that makes zero sense.
Okay,
somebody deciding they want to use a 1950s aesthetic for the VTuber does not require that they agree with 1950s politics. I don't understand where this is coming from. The whole drama kind of spirals into something stupid in the first place, but this being the starting point is so incredibly dumb. His criticism is so incredibly stupid. It makes no sense. Like,
the first part is a joke. I think everyone knows it was a joke. But the sort of hypocrisy being pointed out is in the replies, but he'll get to it.
Oh man, you're a dog VTuber? Oh, but you don't just bark your entire stream and you speak in English? Wow, what a hypocrite. Oh, you're a vampire VTuber and you go out during the day? Oh, hypocrite. It's just dumb. Like, I don't understand what, like, where
Okay,
this
you can
even
think it's
came
dumb,
from.
that's fine.
I don't know. Rev seems like kind of a moron, honestly. Like, I've never thought he was like a very good person, but he also just seems kind of stupid. There's a lot of mention thrown back and forth in this exchange of like harassment. None of this is harassment.
So they're saying none of this is harassment, where my point in this tweet is, well, they kept on one of their partners who was harassing me. They were joining in on the brigade to get me deplatformed. This person doesn't want to show you by clicking on these actual tweets, but you can see right here. An advanced partner said, I will block you if you defend Rev or Straw, my wife. You absolute effing bootlicking weirdos, F Ice and absolutely F you. And here's another tweet included, saying, anyway, I'm muting this now because I'm not putting up with you weirdos defending someone who wouldn't spit on you if you're on fire. And they continue down here saying, F Ice, F Rev, and F you if you defend either. Get back on your knees where you belong and keep licking. Maybe they'll praise you eventually because God knows your parents did it. This is not criticism. Are you serious? You don't want to click on these actual posts I shared because you know this is not just criticism, it is harassment. This is harassment. There's no valid criticism. All this is dogpiling on a situation where an active partner with the same company I was in at the time was trying to actively go against one of her fellow partners and joined in on the brigade to get us removed.
Rev is correct. Like, quoting a tweet is not harassment, even if you're mean, even if what you're saying is really stupid. Nobody harassed anybody here. It feels like a lot of people are just like weaponizing that word to make it seem like the person on the other side of the conflict did something like morally indefensible so that they can kind of gain the high ground, and all that's kind of
literally what this entire video is. This entire video is disagreeing with someone and using that as the moral high ground to justify anything that happens to them. This is literally the entire video. He's looking in a mirror right now.
However, locking your replies when you're getting a lot of hate, like, that's valid. This idea that you're like not allowed to lock your replies, or that you're like obligated somehow to allow people to comment under your post and like be toxic towards you.
Toxic.
It's so stupid.
Toxic. Uh-oh, Evan. What happened? What happened, Evan? 2 more? What is this collab? Evan,
I'm not
talk
one
to
to
me.
complain about YouTube on YouTube, but today that's exactly what I'm doing because YouTube has quite literally screwed me over. I don't know if many of you guys know this, but I have another YouTube channel where, well, I have several other YouTube channels essentially where I host other types of content. We have, well, my live channel where I go ahead and essentially just host stream reaction content. We have our Plush channel where we go ahead and host TV show reaction content, and of course we have this channel where we are figuring that part out. But today we're not talking about this channel, we're actually talking about the Plush channel, where today I got a notification with my email saying that I had a video made by a company, and then that's not strange, especially when you are going ahead and reacting to TV shows here on the internet. I get videos made all the time. That's not new to the whole game. And in fact, you know what? I expect that to happen. I'm not upset when it happens, especially when I'm reacting to TV shows, because it's not my content. And to avoid that, you want to know what I do? I usually go ahead and I abide by fair use. Now, fair use usually allows me to use clips from TV shows that are usually about 7 seconds or less. Now, usually when I'm reacting to these videos, I get a lot of complaints because in my videos, even on this channel, you've probably seen it, I literally typically will react to clips that are about 5 seconds or less, and most of the videos end up being mostly me talking about what I just saw in those 5 freaking seconds. So excuse me for saying this, but what the fuck, NBC Universal? I was so shocked when I saw that one of my videos today was like claimed, and I was so confused because not only was the video claimed, but most of that video was claimed, and I sat here very confused because this is what you get. This is what you see when a video is claimed on YouTube, and I just couldn't believe my eyes. Right? Sorry, I'm trying to like gather my thoughts here, but realistically speaking, I couldn't believe my eyes because look, what you're seeing on your screen right now is quite literally my face. They claimed my face, and just to play it for you, that's my face. As a part of the claim, they claimed my face. And if you just notice, like the sections that they're claiming 3-second sections. I'll play it for you. That's a 3-second section. They claimed a 3-second section as a part of the claim. And this is just throughout the video, like parts that they claimed include my face throughout the entire video, which is so ridiculously confusing. And I just do not get how that they are able to get away with this. And like, you know, I can skip just back to it. Like I can skip throughout it. This is my face again, where they claimed it, right? Like if I go, this is my face again. How are they able to claim large sections of this that just include my face in their claims? It is just very confusing as to how they were able to get away with that. So naturally, you would think, well, Evan, haven't you just like, you know, uploaded several videos like this? Why is this one getting claimed? The answer is yes. Now, normally before I upload any video, you know, YouTube recommends you upload it unlisted. That way you can go ahead and you can make sure that it doesn't get claimed. And that's what I usually do for every single video that I've uploaded on the platform. In fact, I did it for this video as well. Every single time I upload a video to YouTube, I upload it and make sure that it doesn't get claimed. This is the test version of that exact same video, by the way, which is still uploaded to YouTube. And as you can see, it is still perfectly monetized. It is still on the platform, still perfectly monetized. I will never release this version. This version does not include the ending of the video, by the way, but it is still perfectly monetized. It is still the exact same video, except for the outro of the video, and it is still on the platform, perfectly monetized. That didn't get claimed, but for some reason, for some unknown reason, after the video was released, right, to the point it was on YouTube for 20 minutes. The first time it got claimed, it was on YouTube for 20 minutes, and it got claimed 20 minutes after it was released. And I said, that's weird. I then said, whatever, you know, that's fine. It got claimed. I re-uploaded it. I made a few changes, and I re-uploaded it, and it was on YouTube for 20 hours before it got claimed again. And 20 hours later, they claimed it again, and those claims were almost the exact same claims they had the first time, which once again were almost the entire video again. It wasn't just the ending parts of the video. It was also the beginning of the video. I can show you here. It was also the start of the video, the parts that included almost like, you know, the beginning part, the intro. As you can see, my face there again. This is also my face. I just click a random part of the video again. That is my face again. Why are they able to do this? I am not sure. And as you can see, this claim says it is a visual claim. Now, last I checked, NBC Universal does not own my face unless I am to be mistaken and we brought slavery back. Now, I don't want to take that too far, but yeah, my point here is I don't want to sit here and complain about this too much, but that is the issue that I have been dealing with, and I'm sorry that I haven't really uploaded to this channel because I've been trying to deal with the issue on that channel. Now, you might have noticed earlier, I have been uploading quite literally daily on the live channel, so if you miss me, I've been uploading there. Some videos have kind of popped off on that channel, so if you miss me, you know, feel free to sub to that channel because I've been there uploading pretty much every single day. And I'm working on videos for this channel as well, but I'm trying to figure out what to do with that video. So, you know, I reached out to YouTube the only way any YouTuber usually does, which is unfortunately through Twitter. I said, yo, YouTube, why is the company allowed to claim my face? Like, explain it to me like I'm 5. Can we do something about this? This is a majority of the video, by the way. They responded and they said, we take misuse of our copyright tools very seriously and take strong action when we find abuse, including terminating channels and taking companies out of content ID. Please continue to dispute claims if you think they're made in error, which, to be fair, I did. I went through the proper channels. The problem with using the proper channels is that, one, you have 2 options to use the proper channel. The first option is YouTube will give you the option to elevate the situation in which the company has 7 days to respond, and then the company gets to decide whether or not you were right or wrong. Yes, I want to make that once again clear. The company, not YouTube, gets to decide whether or not you were right or wrong. So they can decide, hey, we actually think that you're actually wrong. Just to make that very clear for you, they get to decide that if, you know, I am right or wrong. So they can sit there and say, yeah, we claimed your face, and we decided that you're still wrong. in the sense that, like, you know, we own your face. And, you know, if they decide that I am wrong, YouTube issues me a strike on my channel. Do you realize how the fuck that is? Do you understand how stupid that is? It is a dumb system. This is, like, existed since the dawn of YouTube, and I absolutely hate it. Now, outside of that system, you have another option, right? Let's say you do win that. Obviously, your video comes back after 7 days, and it's fine. If you lose that, your channel gets a strike. Which, if your channel gets a strike, your videos and your views on your channel get plummeted for 90 days. Which, as a YouTuber, and this being my full-time job, not a good option for me, obviously, because I, quite frankly, need the money to pay bills. Now, outside of that, the second option, your video is removed for 30 days, and then the company gets to decide in those 30 days whether or not you're right or wrong. And if they don't respond, YouTube puts the video back in 30 days. You know, worst case scenario, you don't get a strike though, and that's the best case there. But again, that is a 30-day waiting and decision process, and I don't like that you have to wait 30 days for that one, and that is so tedious and ridiculous. So obviously I responded and I said, so all right, so how do we get my video back in the next few days rather than the next few weeks? And they said it's best to dispute the claim and wait for the decision. Appreciate your patience. So naturally I responded by saying, you want me to wait 30 days for you to decide that my face doesn't belong to a company? Are we being for real right now? And as you can see, I fucking colossally ratioed them every single goddamn time, which, by the way, if you're not following me on Twitter or X, whatever the hell you want to call it, you should follow me on Twitter. Links have always been in the description. That's not the point right now. I'm just annoyed right now. It is a frustrating situation to be in, and yeah, that's what I've kind of been dealing with all of today, and you know, it's frustrating to say the least. And I'm sorry. I know some of you are probably like, Evan, where's the heated robbery video? It's gonna come out. Okay. I don't tend to deal with these video issues for other videos and what have you, but you know, there is silver lining for some of you. Okay. The uncut version, that specific video, which is She-Ra and the Prince of Power, is already on Patreon. And hell, if you want to see the edited version of it, I already put it on Patreon for everybody to watch for free as well. All right, because, you know, like, I'm so over it. I'm legitimately so over it because I followed all the rules. I legitimately did. I haven't broken any of them, and it is very upsetting for all of my hard work to feel like it went down the drain, and I don't want it to feel like it went down the drain. So even if I'm making absolutely nothing from this, I just want the world to see all of the effort and the hard work that I put into it. And if you guys want to go ahead and support me, you know, again, you can check out the Patreon, whatever the heck case. Heck, watching this video, liking it is support already. Hell, you can go to Twitter, you can help me ratio YouTube there. Retweeting helps a ton. You can blame them for all I care, because I'm over it. I really am at this point. But thank you for the support. Actually, don't flame YouTube. They're doing their best, I know. But thank you so much, like, genuinely. And that's where I've been. That's where I'm at. Subscribe to the other channels, I guess, and you know, watch the other videos there. I'm just gonna go work on the next video. It's the best that I can do at this point, because, you know, there's nothing I can apparently do about the last one, though. There's that. I hope you guys understand what has happened, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. Take care, peace out, and we'll just start working on the next one. Bye-bye. Love y'all. Peace.
YOLO.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. It's another day filled with clips that my Twitch chat sent me. I love doing this series on the
They did? What time?
Yeah, you know, I've been pretty happy with Carney so far. But if for whatever reason, you know,
16?
Yet
4 hours ago. Oh, she just streamed this today.
Right? I actually so agree with this one, because I don't care what's in it. If I play a game, if I'm playing Minecraft or literally anything, I am playing because I do not want to live in this world currently. I do not want to think about people's whatever you have in between your legs, or whatever flag, or what country you're from, what do you like, whether you're right wing or left wing or in between. I don't care. I am there to dig, okay? I am locked in. I want to dig. I want to mine. I want my diamonds. I want my gear. I want my stupid adorable bee. I want to get flowers. That's all I want.
I want the stupid bee,
and
yes.
I'm just like, wow, have you considered protesting, but in Minecraft? No, I have not. I don't want to. I don't care. Even if it's educational, miss me with that shit. Absolutely not interested. I don't care. Shovel it into someone else's mouth, not into mine. You know? I don't fucking care. Leave me alone. She continued, I'm just so tired of seeing it. Why does it even matter to push real world matters into my blog game that I play to escape from the real world?
Oscar.
So true. So true. And if I buy and play the game, can it be seen as taking a side because their dumb ass, stupid post blew up, stupid people in power moment? You know what? She actually brings up a really good point.
What's a good point?
If they put politics into a game, does it mean that by playing said game you are choosing a side and now you're eligible to be bullied by someone? Because what if I just really want to play a game? Remember when Hogwarts Legacy came out and everyone said that, oh, anyone and everyone who plays it are this and that kind of person, and you're an awful person and you're supporting this and that, and I was just like, you know, Wizard game goes brrr. I just want to abidi kadidi people. I don't fucking care.
Whoa, she's 60 FPS.
Minecraft. Now if you're going to make Minecraft political, people...
Retro water pool.
The early 2000s was a crazy time. Nickelback was still cool, along with wet look hair gel, and all-in-one water cooling like this looked like this. Yes, my friends, from one of our loyal viewers, we got our hands on an OG Gigabyte 3D Galaxy 2 water cooling system to show you guys just how easy it is to liquid cool your CPU 2005 style. Guys, this is gonna be a lot of fun. That is the original piece in there. It's still sealed. It's still sealed. This is gonna be awesome. And so is our response. Keep track of weird stuff that's connecting to your PC, even when you aren't using it.
Why? Face Connect. What did Face Connect do?
Okay, so it seems like this Face Connect situation is getting pretty out of hand at the moment, and it's one of these things that I never really expected to blow up to this kind of level with the whole Jilly Hoshiumi situation. I thought it was going to be one of these things that people get angry at and then maybe forget about in a week, right? And but it seems like this is blowing up even more, with a lot of people going after Face Connect members and stuff, and even spreading a lot of misinformation about it. Because don't get me wrong, I don't like a lot of what Face Connect is doing, and you know, the statement that they put out about Jelly, all of that kind of stuff. But I also think as well, going after some of the other talent and spreading misinformation about them is pretty crazy, and it shows you the kind of people that Face Connect are kind of, you know, as people say, bending the knee to. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to go through some of the stuff that people have been spreading over on Twitter, because again, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And as I said, these are the people that they're kind of pandering, not the VTubers, but Face Connect is pandering to with the statements and the actions that they've taken. Obviously, if you guys don't know everything that happened, obviously Face Connect has been in a bit of drama recently surrounding Jelly Hoshiumi's tweet essentially about kind of the Minecraft DLC, which included some civil rights movements and stuff. It was an optional DLC which you could just download for free, so it wasn't like put into the game like, you know, on like the base version of the game, which a lot of people have been pointing out. But yeah, obviously this ended up blowing up even further with it then being deleted. And then Face Connect then making a big statement, which obviously inflamed a lot of people, because yeah, people weren't very happy with the fact that, you know, this had been so I guess, you know, covered by them, and made you know, a lot of people kind of put eyes on the situation even further, which yeah, obviously people aren't happy. As well as we had the kind of graduation of Kaminari Clara, who will be graduating at the end of the month as well, which a lot of people have brought up within this entire situation, because she also did say some stuff on a personal account about like the Charlie Kirk stuff, which a lot of people were pretty mad at, because they made a statement about Jelly's stuff but not a statement about Kaminari Clara's stuff, despite it, although it was on a personal account, so I can understand why they didn't. But again, it seems like they've been going after some of the other members though, including Lumi, who we had up at the start of this stream here. And this is one of the big posts that I kind of wanted to cover because I thought it was pretty ridiculous the amount of misinformation.
If it's her
that is being spread, right? And it all comes from this one post here of a 2-second clip. Now, I'm probably not going to play this version. I'll play you the full version so you can get the full context, but essentially they've taken this clip out of context pretty massively. They're saying this is in response to the statement that they put about Jelly, by the way. So essentially these people have been trying to get Jelly cancelled or whatever, and FaZe Connect have essentially bent the knee to them and said, okay, yeah, sure, and then obviously deleted the tweet and made a statement on it. And now they're trying to push even further by trying to call out different VTubers and things. And this one says, FaZe Connect doesn't tolerate racism, yet here's one of their talents saying the N-word. Just one of the, it's just one among a lot of bigotry that the company is famous for.
はじめまして、指揮官さん。ロンドン級従順のデボンシャーです。戦闘も本職のメイドの仕事も多少は知っているつもりです。これからはあなたのお付きのメイドとして奉仕させていただきますので、どうぞよしなり。少し雰囲気を変えた挨拶を試しましたが、これでは冷たすぎたでしょうか。
Now, again, this is the kind of misinformation that is being spread, because let's play the full clip here, which I actually uploaded in response to this, where Lumi is talking about her degree. So yeah, obviously, whenever you see this clip, you understand the full context that she's saying degree, and she cuts herself off. Now, this sounds pretty bad, right? It does sound bad, and I think that everybody can kind of notice that with, looking at it. The way that she pauses it, it does very much sound like the N-word, and if you do clip it out of context like this person has, it does actually sound like she is saying it. But if you add in the context about what she's talking about her degree, and then she stops saying degree halfway through, and then it ends up sounding like the N-word, right? And of course, with the context, you can tell that there is no reason for her to be saying this. There's no reason for her to be saying the N-word. There's no reason for her to be kind of doing that when she is talking about her degree, right? So again, I think it's crazy that some people are trying to spread this, because essentially they did cut down this clip into a 2-second clip to make it sound like she did say it, right?
I realized my mic was off. You lean closely into the mic.
But these days it's kind of just thrown around a little too willy-nilly as an empty threat. As kind of
tutorial
something to put you in line and get you on your best behavior. For a lot of women, it's actually used as a test. A lot of them are even admitting it. A lot of women use breaking up as a test to see if you'll actually fight for her and chase her.
Oh, the GG of PTSD! GG, this is for you!
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
This has become such a
I'm sure that it never went bad.
Common test, in fact, that we now have access to footage showing what happens when a man does not play the game, does not take the bait, and does not beg for the woman back.
I've had to come all the way here on my day off.
Oh no, she's British. Oh no. Oh no, she is British.
Damn it!
Oh no.
Sorry, what?
Why are you acting like that?
Well, because but why are you here?
Because you haven't said anything to me for the past 2 weeks. I've been going exist no more. Have you seen me?
Okay, but you told me to not contact you anymore.
She didn't mean that. Oh no, he listened once in his life. He listened. Oh no.
That doesn't mean don't contact me. You dumb. Like.
Wait. So email said don't contact me. So you don't contact me. But then email comes and she's like, don't contact me. Does not mean you should not contact me. Don't contact me. That you
Fuck you! Get out here!
How would you say that?
How dare you! I just saw a really bad Reddit post. They got a lucky tentpole where they got 3 of the same character.
You said to me,
the new character Suna.
You appreciate no further contact. You broke up with me.
That was me then.
That was me then, but this is me now. So actually,
doesn't mean you don't speak to me for 2 weeks to even care about my life. I could be dead, for all you know, and you just don't care. You don't care about my family. You don't care about my pets. You don't care about my cat that you love so much.
Okay, hold on a minute, yeah? How am I supposed to contact you, yeah? When you blocked me off Instagram, you blocked my phone. How am I supposed to contact you?
Okay, those are solid questions. Okay, those are actual legit solid questions.
It seems fake.
You're acting like.
Out of all the PC hardware companies that could save us from the RAM shortage, it's looking like Intel is about to save the day. Now this won't sound great at first, but stick with me here. Because of the insane AI data center demand right now, which is the reason they aren't producing RAM for gaming PCs these days, Intel is coming up with a totally new solution for RAM specifically for AI. I know, this RAM is specifically for AI data centers, but that might be what we actually need. And it's not called RAM anymore, it's called ZAM. Intel is in the process of re-entering into the memory market, and they are trying to completely redesign a new architecture for system memory, which they're calling ZAM. This is Z-angle memory, which is the method of stacking dies diagonally instead of drilling straight down. Honestly, I don't really care how it's made, this is way too nerdy for me. But if an additional company can produce RAM, or ZAM, specifically for AI data centers, that should alleviate. Why does gaming performance drop in a laptop when they're using the same chip as a desktop? Because they're not actually the same hardware.
No, it's different.
It's actually much worse. Now during the RAM shortage, there's a good chance you're actually leaning towards a gaming laptop. But one thing to know is that both the CPUs and GPUs are very different from the desktop counterparts. CPU model names have transitioned over to their own lineup, so they aren't really confusing anymore. But for GPUs, you'll still see NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5060s and 5070s in a laptop just like a desktop. Compared head to head, these are almost always going to be lower in performance. Laptop manufacturers have to restrict the amount of power that's going into these chips. Otherwise, they'd overheat and thermal throttle. Laptops are very tricky to keep cool, and compared to an ATX tower full of 120mm fans or AIOs, it's not even a fair comparison. The engineering that goes into keeping laptops cool is honestly super impressive. But even with that, these chips have to be seriously held back before they overheat. Why does gaming performance drop in a...
Wait a second.
Wait a second. Who are you?
Art filtered. Mods, can you load the first art? Thanks. Could someone please load the damn art already? I am actually going crazy. I will start foaming. I will start barking. I will smash and 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 smash my hand on my desk until someone loads the art.
I love laughing.
This is all my...
I think this is a bit of a hot take. I don't think the civil rights movement should be taught to children. At least not in the primary age demographic of Minecraft kids. They're kids. Mostly younger kids. They don't give a shit. You try teaching this to like edgy 14-year-olds and they're just gonna make a bunch of racist jokes because they think it's funny and they don't.
What about workers is on vacation, so we'll need to hire a temp?
We've got whatever you need. Jockey, lion tamer, bowling shoe spray technician. What exactly are you looking for?
It's a thankless job. You'll never be thanked.
Any skills?
Absolutely not.
Frank, you're going to be working at Planet Express for 2 weeks.
Let's just get it over with.
So enthusiastic. I can't stand his toxic positivity.
He likes everyone, even me. It's pathetic.
Fry's not even here and you remember his name? He must be quite a guy.
And since it's your last day, let's make it a good one. So weird that reading used to be a thing.
Well, that's the last of them. Let's get out of here before some dork says trashing books is a travesty.
Guys, the ship is abandoning us.
We did all make it back, right?
I can get through this. I'm a temp, damn it. I'm sure they'll be back soon.
6, 7, 8. All 8 crew members present and accounted for. Yeah. What about workers is on vacations?
You've traveled about 50 years into your future.
And the watchtower?
It's gone. We lost a lot of good people that day.
And the Batcave? This is all we have left now. Deal with it. Surprised to see me? A little. I'm more surprised that I lived so long.
Batman, Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, Batman. Or have you met?
Not now.
We can get our hands on the belt. Maybe we can stop any of this from ever happening in the first place. We could even undo the deaths of your friends.
Do not operate the Russian for more than 10 minutes a day. Well, I want to get extra buff, so I'll leave it on for 11. Those jerks better buy their tickets for the gun show tomorrow. Thanks, the Russian.
Rigby? Oh, there you are. You gotta...
It worked! I am 15, and you signed the permit last week. That's what that was? I'm ready to go, so I'm gonna leave you two to fight it out, and I'll meet the winner in the car.
Okay, now, before we start, important to remember...
Why do chicken farmers in China drill holes into earthen cliffs? It's not without reason.
Yeah, we're guys, dude. We find something about all our friends to rip on. We make fun of you for being rich just like we make fun of Butters for being wimpy. They sure do. Yeah, like we rip on Kyle for being a Jew. Right. That's right, huh? And Stan for being in love with Wendy. Yeah, I get it for that. And Cartman for being fat. Uh-huh. And Cartman for being stupid. Yeah. And Cartman for having a whore for a mom. Hey. And Cartman for being a sadistic asshole. Hey, you gave me an idiot. Yeah, we're guys, dude. We find something about all our friends to rip on.
Valve puts an unreal level of detail into their hardware, and it shows. The goats of the PC world have been super particular about...
So he's just a grumpy Scottish ogre, and they made 4 of them? 5 by now, probably. But Morty loves them. Morty? Oh, hypothetical grandson we go on adventures with. You're one of those creeps who moves in with abandoned adult Beth. It's more complicated than that. You live with a version of our dead daughter. Better, get off your high horse, Lone Ranger. I'm you. You will go on to be me. Yeah, why do you think I'm horrified? I'd be fine walking by this on the street. I might even give it $1. This is where you being this leads. You're not my fault. I'm yours. You met me on my way to save a very old, very real friend after a lifetime of reality. I met you on your way to a fairy tale at Blood Ridge. Wait, you're saying Blood Ridge goes bad? We have a Vietnam? That's cool. Why am I saving a friend that remembers me as this insufferable? So he's just...
Will the GPU bending from weight be a problem over time? I know that this is obvious to some of you, but for you rookie PC builders, I have a strong feeling about this one. Now, thankfully, the top comment on this Reddit post is just yes, and that's actually the correct answer. GPU sagging isn't just an aesthetic eyesore like the internet would make you think. I mean, if one of my builds in a YouTube video has like 1 millimeter of GPU sag, it seems like everyone needs to know about it. But actually, way more important than that is the possible long-term damage that this can cause. Sorry I don't have any footage of it happening, but I rocked a 3-fan, super bulky XFX RX 5700 XT years ago, and that thing was bending just like this one is in the picture, which is ironically XFX as well. Over time, the GPU actually started to not work, and it's made its way into the ZTD GPU graveyard pile. When the card was plugged in though, if I put my finger underneath the card to kind of push it up a little bit, it would instantly start working again. So yes, GPU sag is serious and it's important, so buy a support bracket if you need it. Will the GPU...
It's getting to the point where I'm like, I don't like proof that I'm not. Am I speaking to bosses? Genuinely, when I'm writing scripts nowadays, I'm just like, how do I make sure that this...
We have a new supervisor position available if anybody's...
End of conversation.
Stop doing the end of conversation bullshit.
I'm gonna keep doing it just to spite you. End of conversation.
Story. Okay, Okay, it's time.
Should I get the 4080 Super and 14700K, or should I just keep my 3060 and a Ryzen 7 7700X? Okay, you seem to be a little lost here, so I'm gonna help you out, but hopefully you didn't buy anything yet. Now, let's start with the CPUs, because you should definitely never consider upgrading from the 7700X to a 14700K. Head to head, sure, the 14700K is a little bit better, but Intel 14th generation has zero upgrade path, and AM5 has way more options in the future. And remember, the highest priority with your CPU is balancing it correctly with your GPU and making sure there isn't a bottleneck. Your current CPU and GPU balance is all sorts of jacked up. You just need a new GPU. Keep that 7700X. To instantly boost your gaming PC up to a 1440p ultra gaming setup, I'd recommend something like the 7800XT, 7900 GRE, or even the 4070 Super if you want to go with NVIDIA. Keep your CPU, upgrade your GPU, and just make sure that your power supply can handle that new card. That is all you gotta do. Should I get the 4080 Super and 14700K, or should I just keep my 3060 and a Ryzen 7 7700X? Okay, you
Cops arrest a Reddit mod!
What are you doing?
Bro.
That is the worst fake seizure I have ever seen.
Dude, look at this nut.
So I made this meme video where I'm hammering a RAM stick into a graphics card in order to add more RAM to it. And while this video is a...
This is Core Ultra Series 3. A massive GPU with built-in ray tracing.
Okay.
We'll be launching an entire handheld gaming platform with Panther Lake.
Yes, finally! Yo, Sheed, what's going on in here? Oh, I was just watching Intel's presentation on Panther Lake that came out recently. I've heard about that, but why is everyone so hype about Panther Lake? Panther Lake is their newest series of mobile processors. On this chip, they've combined a high-end CPU with an insanely powerful integrated GPU. Mobile processors? So is Intel making chips for phones now?
ARM processor?
Mobile processor just means that it's a smaller chip designed for like thin and light laptops or even gaming handhelds. Oh snap, that is dope. But how much better is it actually compared to what we have today? Handhelds with Panther Lake will probably be announced later this year, but they're saying compared to Lunar Lake processors like on the MSI Claw, Panther Lake will have up to 70% more gaming performance, which is just wild. Honestly, I don't think we've ever seen such a huge jump in gaming performance on a PC gaming handheld, and that's why I'm so excited.
This is Core Ultra Series 3. A massive GPU with built-in ray tracing.
Okay.
We'll be launching an entire handheld gaming platform.
You got one? PC World. I guess I could try to play Nikke.
So I'm at CES 2026. I'm in a room that Intel has placed me with, a Panther Lake laptop. Now this laptop is a Lenovo reference design. This is not something you're going to be selling. This is specifically for testing. And inside is an Intel Core Ultra X9. So that is the top of the line chip in the current lineup that has been announced for Panther Lake. So here's what we were allowed to do. We were allowed to sit on the laptop, run anything we want. We were allowed to capture footage, we're allowed to talk about our experiences, and we're allowed to publish it at any time. What we can't do is run any CPU-based benchmark. Okay, so only games, no synthetic-based benchmarks, whether CPU or GPU related, and we weren't able to take it with us. I guess that, of course, that goes without saying. So we get a lot of people who have been independently testing. I'm sure you're going to see a lot of numbers based out there. And actually, if you go over to PCWorld.com, my colleague Mark Hockman is actually running more numbers, and he's going to have an article based off that stuff. But I specifically was curious about how it would perform when it is plugged in versus unplugged. So let's show you how this thing's going to go. So this appears to be a standard Windows-based laptop. Let's look at the WinVer. We've got 25H2 loaded here. Now Intel did provide a bunch of preloaded games based off of what most benchmarkers run. They said you could actually bring anything you want, but unfortunately I actually didn't bring anything I want, so I mostly played around in here. Not only that, inside the Lenovo Vantage configurator here, you could set whatever you want, from battery saver performance or geek performance. By default, they had set it to performance, but I put it all the way at max performance just to see, what we can do at the highest end of the power threshold. Unfortunately, I can't tell you the actual TDP numbers that are based off this, but just know that this is the highest profile that we got here in this setup. Not only that, we have full access to the graphics software, bring up the overlays, all that kind of stuff. They're not locking us out of any of that stuff. So essentially what I've been doing is going through the games that they have pre-installed. Luckily, a number of these games are actually on our official benchmark list. So I'm very familiar with the numbers, even though it's, you know, it's not always one-to-one when you're doing laptop testing. And yeah, going into the actual game, for example, we got F1 25 here. Unfortunately, we actually officially benchmarked with 24, but I mean, I can run whatever settings I want in here. On top of that, we're actually able to get power readings live here when we're running benchmark. This is running F1 25 for the benchmark loop right now, and we're seeing, based off of the way that I configured it, it's sitting around 60 of total system power draw. What I'm going to do is run as many numbers as I can before I run out of time, and then we're going to go outside and cover the results. I have wrapped up my benchmarking session. My time with Panther Lake is over for now, and I want to share with you some numbers. So I only had time to run through 3 benchmarks, but I did once again run them plugged and unplugged. So first up, I ran Shadow of the Tomb Raider, ran it at native resolution, so no upscaling, but also no ray tracing, a pure raster benchmark. It's always highly repeatable, very reliable. I set it to the high preset, which is 1 step down from the very highest preset, and that's usually how I benchmark it. I got an average FPS of 50. Now I will point out that's at native res, 2880 by 1800, so a high resolution screen, and when I saw that number I was like, okay, that's actually pretty good. The next game I ran was Cyberpunk 2077. Now I actually ran this on the high preset, so it's 1 step down from the Ultra, but no ray tracing. This one I did actually run upscaling, so I enabled XeSS2 at the balance preset. So essentially that's 50% render resolution, which would be 900p. And that one turned in an average score of 48 frames per second. And the last one is the one you saw, so F1 2025. That one I did at the highest preset, so once again, 1 step notch down. I also ran this one at native resolution, so once again, 2880 by 1800, so no upscaling, and I used the Australia track. This one turned in an average performance of 53 FPS. So now for the big question I had. Does Panther Lake perform the same plugged in versus unplugged? Because traditionally, for those who don't know, Intel has always tried to favor as much performance as possible whether you're plugged in or not. This is something that actually AMD kind of goes on the other side and say, if you're unplugged, you probably want to extend your battery life a little bit more. So they, by default, try to throttle you down a little bit. So 2 kind of different philosophies, and buyers kind of have different wishes as well. So I get it. I'm actually a little bit more on the Intel side, where I would prefer it to perform just the same, whether I'm plugged in or not, and then try to throttle it down if I wanted to manually. And I can say I reran those same benchmarks with the same exact settings, unplugged, and I got almost the same numbers, like within margin of error. So Shadow of the Tomb Raider, 50 FPS, Cyberpunk, 46 FPS, and F1 2025, 54 FPS. So the Shadow of the Tomb Raider number, spot on. The Cyberpunk number, actually 2 FPS down, but for me that's within margin of error. And F1 2025 actually had 1 FPS higher, so 54 instead of 53. So there we go, we got the answer to the question, does Panther Lake throttle unplugged? And in my testing, I would say no. This is the same playbook that Intel has done traditionally, and it seems to be carrying forward for the Core Ultra Series 300. Now, do I wish I had more time to play around? Yes, I had to prioritize something, so I came in here with this specific question. But luckily, I was in a room full of people doing other different benchmarks. They've been benchmarking all day, so you should be able to go around and read different articles by different outlets. I know in front of me, Digital Foundry was doing a really interesting frame cap analysis. You know, I love what they do over there. So people are slicing these many different ways, and I'm curious to sit down and actually see what people did. But either way, coming into this, I would say this is a very strong position for Intel to be in, to say, hey, you know what? We've got devices, you can come in, you can do almost whatever you want with them. That is different than what I remember ever seeing in the past. I mean, traditionally, yes, we've maybe had some benchmarking sessions in the past, but they usually NDA. They usually say, you got to keep these numbers for later. So this is kind of something new from Intel. The signals, to me at least, a little bit, you know, maybe a fresh, maybe a little more scrappy Intel, you know, and also a little bit more of a confident Intel. They're coming out with numbers, and the numbers look impressive to me, for sure. And AMD, I mean, hey, well, Borgen Point, I can't wait to do some testing on that as well. For the most part, it seems like an iteration off of what was a really good, strong Strix platform. So there's definitely more testing to come with the Core Ultra Series 3. If you want to go read Mark's coverage, and I think you should, there's a link down to the PC World article down in the description. While you're down there, let me know, are you excited about Panther Lake? What do you want to see testing? If you had a chance to go in there and actually benchmark Panther Lake, what would you have done? Let me know how I messed up. And I ran Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Nobody plays Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Anyway, while you're down there, also subscribe. We got more coverage here at CS 2026, and we will catch you in the next video.
Alien where? Alien here. That's right. We're finally doing it. The all Alienware gaming setup. Is it the finest esports apparel that money can buy? Or is it such overpriced plasticky junk that you'd be better off with a literal game gear? There's only one way to find out. By donning this out of this world exploration cap and visiting the home planet of Alienware. And also visiting the planet of our sponsor. Psst, you like gaming? Well, the folks over at Build Redux do too, and their mission is to help you build the gaming rig of your dreams. Just pick your parts and let them take care of the rest. Check out Build Redux at the link below to learn more. Kicking things off, we've got a computer.
Yeah, this is a somewhat notorious computer.
Oh, Mr. McGregor, why did you do that? All I wanted to do was drink in your bar.
What the fuck?
Notorious. Sorry, the Aurora R15. What's the problem with it? Oh, I see the problem. Where's the air for the GPU? Yeah, I mean, there's one fan here, but like, wow. That's not a good design.
Yeah, and also they spent all this time making this massive plastic shroud to angle this case at a diagonal that does nothing for it.
It looks cool. But out with the old, in with the new. I'm not actually sure that this is a design improvement. To their credit though, that is an awful lot of ventilation. That's a big improvement on the side.
Their big claim is that they were able to reduce the size of the case by 40% without changing the interior. That's how much space they wasted by putting it on an angle. We've also improved the actual front ventilation by allowing for slightly larger gaps in the front.
But then they've removed a fan. There's only one intake fan now.
Yeah, they did do that.
Maybe the issue is just that we're configured with a lower end GPU and we don't need the second fan. To their credit though, this is something that Dell Alienware and some of the other big OEMs do a lot better than custom builders. This GPU is not friggin' going anywhere no matter what happens to this thing in shipping. I'm just curious, will this just go on here? You know what, I think it might if it wasn't for this top piece here. It's got the same funky motherboard. Oh, I get it. All the front I/O is just right on the board, so there's no internal wiring. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. And while it might not have the same out-of-this-world looks as the older chassis, it's a lot more practical, and it's got it where it counts. It's got a 13700F 16-core processor.
Okay, my game's gonna crash.
Cores, and a 4070 Ti, meaning you should be able to get some pretty good gaming performance out of this thing, as long as the thermal design doesn't suffocate our hardware like the old one had. I think I'll put you here.
This configuration will cost $18.99.
Okay. Considering the spec.
Alright, YouTube. Put you away for now. Taking up too much RAM. I need to put more RAM on my PC. How do I get the music for this? What do I need to buy in the shop? Oh wait, we didn't buy our 10 tickets. And then 10 tickets here. And And then the lucky ticket. Is there a character here too? Did we get the character? No. Let me lower this volume. That one's kind of loud.
I did my best. Are you going to give me a reward?
Yes, me. I'm the reward. Oh, hey, new chapter. Let's do this. I'm gonna have to take off auto. Let's go a leg. Hold on. Front and center. What? No. Are they all tracking me? Block. Oh, hold on. Ouch. Failed. Okay, as much as I like you and I like you, you have to rearrange.
I really do enjoy. Are you planning on attending class, Commander?
Music, okay. Ram, let's go Ram.
Time for class to begin.
Whip. Blanc gave me shields.
Time for class to begin.
Winner, winner! Thanks, Liverpool.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Thanks, Elag, for the clear. Connection complete. There's only one thing to do now. And that's a 10 build. Nice. However, we're playing nikke. Alright. Thought I lowered the volume. Okay. Here we go. So, according to statistics, I didn't get a single SSR the last 50 pulls. So this pull, we have to have a guaranteed SSR. Oops, I didn't hit record. Okay, let me just... There we go, okay. So here we go, back with the nikke, pulling for Velvet. And according to our statistics, the last 50 pulls we didn't get a single SR. So this... Oh, it's SSR. SRR? No, SSR, yeah. Yeah, so the last... So this... We have to have it guaranteed now, right? Not a single SSR the past 50 pulls. So Velvet should drop, statistically, this pull. And if it don't, we just have to reset the gacha. Let's go! This it? Oh, come on. It could still be it. No, it's not it. Reset the gacha. So that was 60 pulls, not a single SSR. No, 70 pulls. No, really? $80 pulls? Okay, well, we're set at 90. Or 100, I mean.
This shot will make you stronger.
Interesting. Let me try... Where are the hearts? Social recruit. 100 points. 10 pull. Something? Anything? Nothing? Wow. Okay, we're at 100 pulls, no SSR, so... Am I gonna try it? Should we try it again? We should try it. 100 pulls, we should be able to get her. This is it. This is it. 100% guaranteed. Ha ha ha! Guaranteed! That means we're gonna have to do 100 more pulls. Ah. Oh. Can't wait for the journey. Journey to a limit break. Well, she's the last one. Tetra! No?
I've got some testing to do that's pretty interesting.
No, it's Maxwell. What the heck? We lost. We lost the 50-50. She's new, but it didn't say like Tetra or anything. I was just like, that's why. Ouch. 10. So I could do, yeah, at least 100 more pulls. 100 and then 4 pulls here. So 10 and 4. I don't think we're gonna be able to get her, boys. Co-op. What's the co-op thing? Let's go distract ourselves from the FOMO. And play. Party. Matchmaking. Let's play this. Should be easy. We're just doing this auto. Okay, I'm guessing I'm lagging. What are you doing here? Wait a minute. I hit ready already, right? Who's that last person? Okay, it's not me. That was me, it's never me. Welcome, man.
From torment freed, I shall admit your welcome view the flowers.
So is that like the final boss? Whoops, I broke my phone. Okay, I guess, what have I left in my dailies? Sheffield, why is Sheffield dressed like that? Cute. No. Ooh.
Fighting in this outfit
Okay.
is actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
Let's just play. Hey, quit looking at me like that.
Wife. That's my wife. Don't look at her like that. Here comes the finale.
Let's just play. Recharging battery. I did my best. Are you going to give me a reward?
Bass drop, bass drop, bass drop, bass drop, drop, drop.
Yucky! It's huge, it's cool, and it's a gun!
I guess I'm at my limit. Maxwell. Didn't we get her already? I feel like we had her already. Oh no, we just seen a lot of cutscenes with her then. Mary Celeste. Skip. Too much story. Maxwell. Noir. Actually. And there's that stuck-up queen. A swimsuit. Wife.
I'll tough it out in any environment if it means rescuing you. Wow. What happens if...
Another one.
Here, my bottle caps. I know they're safe in your hand.
Yes. I'm done. Let's see what the dailies are. Let's see. Comment shop 2 times. Whack.
Saw teeth, entire buildings. Thank you. Hope you put.
Love music. Damn, I have to go to sleep soon. The final boss. Wait, who's under advise? That's here. Give 2 Nikke's gifts.
Thank you. This will make a. I will put it.
Well, you're awfully confident. Overly.
Why? Did I finish? No, not yet.
With the silence that we take, spinning a roll life, dangers that we face.
Let's see. Simulation room. I guess we don't need to. Ask me to log off now.
Welcome back, Master. I'll leave the meal preparations and cleaning to you, okay?
2 hours, yes. Log off from Nikke and watch YouTube.
So that's not bad.
But will the peripherals be reasonable too?
Do we really need this many?
Analysis. Looking at working investment view by. Artist tries to take that model? Sure. Say that. What is this, a full live stream? No. It is a full live stream, yeah. I don't want to watch that. Let's watch Trash Taste.
Taste podcast. I'm your host Joey, and I'm with the boys Connor and God every week. And what's up?
Why are you making me draw and write things down?
Well, don't worry, you're not going to be drawing any illustrations.
Oh, gee.
Just words, because today we're going to be playing a fun little game called, what was it? Drunk, Stoned, or Stupid?
That's it.
Which I'd never heard of up until
We've done this before.
What? Really?
This concept. We've done this.
What's the concept? You're going to have to explain to me.
Fuck, where's my phone?
When did we do this?
Oh, there it is.
What? This is when we did the, you remember this one?
Oh, wait, but it wasn't called Drunk, Stoned, or Stupid, was it?
No, but that's in the game. That's what the game is.
Oh, that's okay. This is the first time hearing the name of the game.
Well, I'm getting drunk today because it's Friday, so
yeah.
You know, let's
TGIF. Gaunt just
How was I meant to know that TGI meant?
Gaunt.
What do you mean again?
Gaunt 3 minutes ago just learned what TGIF means.
The good internet.
The good internet.
No, yeah, we had to break it to him.
Yeah, he didn't know that TGI meant thank God it's. So, yeah, TGIF, we're going to get drunk and we're going to be playing a game that we've played before on Trash Taste, where we're basically given a bunch of prompts that are inside of Trashbox Kun here, and the three of us, have to see which one of the three of us is most likely to do said prompt. And then kind of discuss. Oh, okay, we're going to start off? All right.
6-7 is such a shit meme.
Okay, don't say that.
Bro, you've had 2 sips. You good?
I don't care, man.
Chill out.
I just need to say it, man.
Okay. We're not having this discussion. I refuse to have this discussion.
I don't even want to acknowledge it. Okay, first prompt. Who is most likely to say, bro, trust me, right before a disaster?
Game start.
Okay. Got our answers?
Yeah.
Ready? 3,
I think this can be unanimous.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. All three of us said Connor.
That's fucked up.
I mean, is there any explaining to do here?
I think I've done this multiple times.
Yeah, I think you've done this multiple times on the show.
I do say because you just need to know sometimes.
You just know what?
Like I know something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
But there's like a 0.3% chance it might not. And I just need to know if it will happen. I think it's a very impulsive behavior of mine.
Why are you trying to seek validation during times like this?
I'm just trying to explain the thought process. There is no validation.
Okay.
I'm just trying to let you feel what I feel.
Here's a question, you guys. When?
Oh, hold on.
Other news topic: Microsoft begging people to use their AI. I saw a really funny headline that posed it begging, right, where they're like, oh, the head guy was like, please, you have to use Copilot AI or it's gonna die. They were talking about AI in general or something, because things are starting to again, I don't know how much of it is fear mongering versus how much of it is actually gonna happen, because it's all predictive news, right? But I'm seeing a lot about AI just not doing so well. OpenAI being the big one, right? Let me ask you guys, because I'm on 10 and not using Copilot at all. What is Copilot? What are they trying to get you to do with it? What are they actually trying to get you to use Copilot for, genuinely? A lot of people saying IDK, ChatGPT for business, but it's just not good. Jammed into everything. Is it one of those things, yeah, I was gonna say, is it like Clippy? Is it one of those things where every time you use anything on Windows, it just shows up in the corner and is like, ask me instead of clicking buttons yourself? Is that what it is? They renamed Office to Copilot, so I guess Copilot's also Office. Yeah, it seems like it's an encompassing term. They put it in Notepad. Now that pisses me off, because I love Notepad. I love Notepad. Yikes. They're about to get me to start handwriting stuff again, dude. So what this sounds like to me is they made their own, and they were like, let's see if we can have it in a meta way, just help you with everything across the board, across the suite, which is a cool idea if people wanted that. And then they did it, and it's not that good, but it's early enough, so they said send it, because they like to send their MVP every time, even if it's not anywhere in a good state. Because, I don't know, companies that do things related to AI seem to like to full send stuff when it's nowhere near ready, just to get it trained up. So it sounds like they did that, and now people are pissed, and they're like, no, it's good though. Here's what I think. I think a lot of the stuff that people are throwing AI into, I don't know why we're using AI instead of just having better UX, instead of redesigning our products. Well, I do know why, but that's the question. Why are we using this? And I think it's because, and this is not to get conspiracy about it, this is just what I see. VCs with huge amounts of money are always trying to figure out, what can I convince another company to do to make money? and I pay them for, because I don't do the work myself. I'm just a VC. I just pay someone to make a thing and then reap some of the benefit. So what they do is they look for something that's up and coming that people don't always understand well enough, but they know they can sell them on. And that company can then sell people on and use it to make money, whatever, and they just try to get that going. So I think it can come from multiple sources, but I think that world is just filled with people standing in boardrooms that go, we gotta use AI, we gotta make a product, pay me $5 million to make the product, and then it's all these people lining their pockets, you know? Yeah, it's the same as Bitcoin. Exactly. It's the same as like crypto and all that. And the same reason people got mad at that. Yeah, snake oil circle. You just sit there in a room and convince people to give you money to make a thing. So you get paid. You get these VCs to also look around. They're like, oh, this is the new hotness. So they start trying to get everyone to do it. And it's just everyone at the upper level all telling each other, you got to do this because they see money in it. And then over time, they realize, uh-oh, I'm paying, but I'm not really getting much back. And that's when it collapses, which is what we're starting to see. Maybe it'll full collapse, maybe it won't. You know, like that's all. We don't know, but at least there's like one major company, right? That's a huge name going like, oh shit, right?
Using the electrical consumption of NYC to create anime boobies in Microsoft Paint is the future I fully expected, and here we are.
Yes. Yes. No, but that's the thing that I think is happening here. It's very, like, just to water it down, obviously there's a lot of nuance I'm leaving out, but to keep it simple, like, all these people up at the top are convincing each other to throw money at each other so they can all make more money by using AI as their buzzword or thing, and then they're forcing everyone, you know, levels below them to work on this stuff because they're like, we will pay you. And what does the common man want? A job and to be paid? It just wants to make money to live. So people are like, okay, I guess. And they're like, if this is what I'm being paid for, then I'm going to make it, I guess.
For the time.
There you go. And then they insert it into every product. And by inserting it into every product, you can be like, oh, my social media platform with 8 more billion users has this AI thing that makes it good because the number of users using it is so high. And then they use that to get even more money, even though most people are like not even using it. They're like, get this shit away from me. And there you go. And it's just a cycle. But eventually the money runs out, so we'll see. I do think, however, the average person doesn't really care about this conversation that much. Like the average non-internet user, person who's not like very on the internet, doesn't actually hate AI that much usually. They just kind of don't understand it, and they don't really care about the conversation, is what I've noticed. I think if you spend a lot of time online, the conversation is completely different. And I find that people talking to each other online about it are like, oh, it's finally happening. They're all celebrating. They're like, it's over. But I'm like, well, normal people that are not, you know, super online, I think they don't care about this conversation. They don't know much about it. And they're just like, oh, it's a thing. It's just something that's been put in front of them. They're like, oh, whatever. If you show someone who's, again, not very on the internet, and you show them a weird video, and it's clearly AI because it's like one of those ones where like a cat is speaking English, right? And they'll look at it and they'll be like, oh my God, is that editing? You'd be like, oh, AI made this. And they'll be like, oh, okay. Well, it's fake though. And they don't care. They're just like, I don't care how this was made. It's just, I know it's fake. And that's it. And there's no like further conversation about it. So that's why I think, I don't know how quickly and this stuff will actually like collapse if it does, because I think so many people just don't care. I think it's a very, if you're very online thing that, you have more to say and you know more about the situation, you understand more of the ups and downs, right? Yeah, it's very much a bubble. It is a large bubble, but I think it's a bubble with a huge degree of separation from the people that aren't in it. We'll see what happens. I think if you are like on Twitch a lot, on YouTube a lot, and you sit there and you really have these like discussions about content and the meta of it, I think you care a lot more about this stuff and you see a lot more of what's going on. But while the average person is just, they just don't know. It's different for us if we're very online because we get, you know, this news shoveled at us constantly to an alarming degree even. But yeah, I think that's what I was gonna say. Cool Cat brought this up. You said they do kind of hate it when it makes the thing they're using shitty. Yeah, I think when people see the enshittification in front of them and then they're like, what's this about? And you go, oh, it's because blah, blah, blah. Then they'll listen, because people don't listen or care until it's on their doorstep. People really don't get perceived by others, especially as truly caring, until a thing is on their doorstep and they do something about it. Saying stuff about it doesn't matter. It's actually doing something about it. So they're not going to do something about it until it negatively affects them and enough to a degree where they're like, now I'm not going to use this thing, or I'm not going to buy this phone because it has this AI assistant that I don't want, or, you know, like, the money has to move. The money has to move for something to happen. So I think we're still a ways to go before like everything crashes or something. But also keep in mind, like the average person can't tell how much of the internet is bots versus people. On a lot of platforms, they think everything's like a real person that they're talking to. So, you know, if they can't even tell that, then we're like 10 steps ahead, you know?
People pay big bucks for the fastest PCs, so then
Wait, what
don't think
happened?
conversely, if you buy the slowest components,
Where? Oh no. I guess it's time to end. Time to end the stream. That was a good battle. What? Did I end the stream? No, not yet. That was the final battle. This is the final battle. Showdown with the Demon King. Nikke, getting addicted to Nikke. Ooh, Nikke is fun. Nah, boo. Fractal design, yeah, they're whack. Getting a lot of anti-AI. Now let's see. I know what I am gonna do now. Images. There's more? Wow. Yesterday. Laura. Laura Basics AI. 2 years ago. Cloning yourself using... Yeah, we're gonna clone ourselves using Laura.
What is LoRa in AI? You may have heard of a concept called LoRa, referring to AI and large language models. But what is it? Imagine you have a giant box of Legos. You can build all kinds of things with this giant box. Houses, cars, spaceships. But it's so big and heavy that it's hard to carry around. And most of the time, you don't need all these Legos to build what you want to build. So instead, you build a smaller box of your favorite, most useful Legos. This smaller box is easier to carry around, and you can still build most of the things that you want. In this analogy, the giant box of Legos is like a large language model. For example, GPT-4. It's powerful and can do lots of things, but it's also big and heavy. It requires a lot of computational resources to use. The smaller box of Legos is like a low-rank adaptation of the large language model. It's a smaller, lighter version of the model that's been adapted for a specific task. It's not as powerful as the full model. There might be some things that it can't do, but it's more efficient and easier to use. LoRa stands for low-rank adaptation. Low rank in this context referred to a mathematical technique used to create this smaller, lighter model. You can also think of low rank as just reading the highlighted parts of a book. Full rank would be reading the entire book, and low rank would be reading just the important highlighted bits. Why is LoRa important? Let's say you have a large and advanced AI model trained on recognizing all sorts of images.
Did you see what was on her tail?
You can fine-tune it to do a related task, like recognizing images of cats, specifically. You do that by making small adjustments to this large model. You can also fine-tune it to add behaviors you want or remove behaviors you don't. But this can be very expensive in terms of what computers you would need and how long it would take. LoRa solves this problem by making it cheap and fast to fine-tune these smaller models. LoRa is important because, 1, efficiency. Using LoRa can greatly reduce the amount of resources used to train AI models to perform these tasks. 2, speed. These lower rank models are faster to train, but also they can provide faster outputs. This can be crucial in applications where results need to happen in real time. 3, limited resources. In many real-world applications, the devices that are available to run AI models may have limited computational power or memory. Your smartphone may not be able to run a large language model, but a low-rank adaptation can be used for specific tasks you may need. 4, stacking and transferring. Low-rank adaptations can be helpful for transfer learning, where a model trained on one task can be adapted to a different but related task.
Hooray.
This is much more efficient than training the large model to do something from scratch. The updates and new skills learned by these low-rank adaptations can also stack with other such adaptations. So multiple models can benefit each other as well as the original larger model. QLoRa. QLoRa is a similar concept. The Q stands for quantized.
Where are they?
So QLoRa is quantized low-rank adaptation. Quantized refers to data compression. Quantization is converting a continuous range of values into a finite set of possible values. Imagine if you're an artist mixing paint. You have an almost infinite range of colors you can create by mixing different amounts of colors together. This is like a continuous signal in the real world.
I guess here.
But if you're working with a computer graphics program, it can't handle an infinite range of colors. It might only allow each color component, red, green, and blue, to have one of many levels of
What the fuck happened?
This limited set of possible colors is like a quantized signal. Here it can apply to reducing the number of decimal places we need
Guessing it
to
just
express
changed.
a number. For example, pi is an infinitely long number, but we can use 3.14 as an approximation when doing calculations. I hope you enjoyed that. Take a look at our next video, or check out our top watched videos in the description.
Makes sense, makes sense. Laura.
Welcome to this exciting tutorial on how to unlock the full creative potential of Stable Diffusion by using LoRa's. Today, we'll delve into the world of generating stunning images with specific styles and themes, guide you through the entire process of installing and using LoRa's, and show off my favorite LoRa's at the end of this video, so stay tuned. LoRa stands for Low Rank Adaptation. It's a game changer in the world of Stable Diffusion. This technology allows you to quickly fine-tune diffusion models, making it easier to train Stable Diffusion on different concepts, such as characters or a specific style, all while maintaining a small file size. In simple terms, LoRa models make it easier to generate images with specific themes or styles. Now, let's explore how to find the perfect LoRa model for your creative vision. The easiest way to discover LoRa models is on civitai.com. Civit AI is the home of open source generative AI, where you can explore thousands of high-quality Stable Diffusion models, share your AI-generated art, and engage with a vibrant community of creators. Once on the Civit AI website, press on Models in the top left corner. Now look for the filter icon, typically located in the top right corner. Click it and select LoRa, and wait for the page to refresh and only show LoRa models. Now, you can browse through the entire collection. Each LoRa model offers a unique output, so take your time to find the one that resonates with your creative ideas. Later in the video, I will show off some of my favorite LoRa's, so stay tuned. Once you've found a LoRa you like, right-click the download button and select Save Link As. Now simply navigate to your LoRa folder, which can be found in the Models folder, and hit Save. Now let's start up Stable Diffusion and see how we can use the LoRa we just downloaded to create some amazing images. To start off, select a checkpoint that most suits your style. I will be using the Ref Animated checkpoint. Some LoRa's work best with a special checkpoint. You can check if this is the case with your LoRa on Civit AI. Now write your prompt and negative prompt as you would do normally. Next, press on the LoRa button right here and click on the LoRa you just downloaded. Some weird-looking text will appear in the prompt section now. Great! This is telling Stable Diffusion that we have selected a LoRa. Now proceed to adjust the generation settings to your liking and hit Generate.
Last year, we thought 2024 was going to be a job market hell, but it turns out that not only we have even more hiring freeze, we also found ourselves even deeper into the subscription nightmare that is AI services. Because for just $20 a month, you would get your own green junior that is good at coding but bumbles at the same time and can write you some good emails that could have been only 10 words. Some may say that it's money well spent, but some may say that you are not min-maxing enough. Because if I could run free chatbots near equivalent to ChatGPT myself, why would I pay $20 a month for a service just to tell me I can only use it again at 8 PM? So if you ever want to know how to run AI chatbots and LLM models locally, this video is the perfect gateway for you. To get started, picking the right user interface for yourself is very important as it will be catering to your needs depending on how deep you are in the rabbit hole. First, we have text generation web UI and it usually goes by the name Ooba Booga. It offers offers 3 modes: default, which is basic input-output, chat, which is like a dialogue format, and notebook, which is pretty much like text completion. It is the current most popular UI and offers most of the basic stuff you need. Second, we have Silly Carvern, which focuses more on the front-end experience of using AI chatbot like chatting, role-playing, and even more visual novel-like presentation. But it's just generally a really nice looking front-end for using LLMs, and since it's only a front-end, it will need a back-end like Ooba Booga to run the AI models. But if you just want some straightforward exe file, then there is LM Studio, which has lots of great native functions like Hugging Face Model Browser, which makes finding models much more easier. Other than that, it has some much nicer quality of life info that would tell you if you can run a model or not. It's definitely a good alternative if you don't like the Gradio type of interface. You can hop between models swiftly and you can use it as an API for other apps too. Lastly, we have Axolotl, and it is a command line interface that offers the best support for fine-tuning AI models. So if you do get deep into fine-tuning, this is definitely your first choice rather than doing it on Ooba Booga. For this video, I'll be using Ooba Booga as it provides the most well-rounded functionalities with support on most operating systems and available for NVIDIA, AMD, and Apple M series. You can also add Silly Carvern as the front end if you want, and follow these installation steps and you're good to go. Next, you can start browsing all the free and open source models on Hugging Face and download what you want to use using Ooba Booga's built-in downloader by copy and pasting the last 2 URL slugs. But if you don't have any models in mind, here's a list of models I recommend along with their best usage. And beside their model names, it usually has their own version and a number followed by a B, which means how many billion parameters the model has. And it often acts as an indicator for you if you can run it on your GPU or not. But if it starts doing maths on its name or it says MOE, it means that it's a mixture of experts model, which I explained in my previous video. You can check it out. For a better approximation on how much VRAM you need for each model, you can also refer to these Hugging Face spaces. Sometimes you would see some other funny looking letters on their names too, like GGUF, AWQ, Safe Tensors, EXL2, GPTQ, but they are all kind of meaningless until you start running your first model and encounters runtime error, CUDA out of memory. While Safe Tensors is technically unrelated to this, since it's just a secure file format that prevents people from adding sus things to your PC when you load up a model from an unknown source, but others are different model formats that potentially let you run them when you typically can't because of their large parameters count, and these formats achieve this by either shrinking down their precision or quantizing them, which is essentially reducing the number of bits used to represent a number that the model uses. This would usually result in lobotomizing these models, but it's not as bad nowadays since the loss isn't as noticeable when used on the better models. For the others, GGUF, a predecessor of GGML, is the file format in binary for models that supports different quantization scheme running on CPU and is contained within a single file, which most models are not, by the way. EXL2 is a format used by XLlama v2, which mixes quantization levels within a model to achieve an average bitrate between 2 and 8 bits per weight. It is the fastest optimization, but only available on NVIDIA GPUs. AWQ is a quantization method that sets smaller weights to 0 and round the rest to the nearest quantization threshold to reduce the model size. GPTQ is a layer-wise quantization algorithm which aims to minimize the error at the output so it wouldn't blindly lobotomize itself. However, GPTQ and bits and bytes, which I have not mentioned, is not as practical for inference now since AWQ, EXL2, and GGUF are just generally better. Apart from .safe tensors and .gguf formats, these quantization methods are all making models smaller after training, which only potentially lets you run them, because we still need to take into account of context length as it would also eat up your memory. And not being able to provide a decent amount of context length would make the model kind of useless since the model often needs context to solve your questions. For clarification, context length is everything which can be instructions, input prompts, and conversation history. And the longer the context length a model has, the more information the AI can use to process your prompt with, like summarizing a paper or keeping track of what it generated in a previous conversation. AI models don't save what you say to it, so instead you would need to provide history or data for it to use. For the precise technical details, 8,000 tokens context length is usually around 4.5 GB VRAM, but some models like Mixtro and DeepSeek can get VRAM usage even smaller because they have GQA implemented, which is around 1.5 GB for 8,000 tokens. So does that mean it is even more doomed for typical 12 GB VRAM consumers to run local LLMs? Well, not quite. There's something called CPU offload offloading, which lets you offload models onto CPU and system RAM. It is a feature from Llama C++, the same people that made GGUF, so the model has to be in GGUF format to do this. But even a 12GB VRAM can run Mixtro AX7B, which is like 45 billion parameters in total, by putting 10GB of the model in the VRAM with 2GB for context and the rest handled by CPU and system RAM. While the trade-off is of course the speed and using the quantized model, you would still get some pretty top tier results for running locally for free. And if you do want to run it faster, other than EXL2, there are other hardware acceleration framework like VLLM Inference Engine that is great for server side, where it handles parallel requests very well and increases model speed by 24 times compared to Hugging Face. And Nvidia is also offering Tensor RT LLMs that you can use for some popular models to increase inference by 4 times with your RTX GPU. They also recently released an app called Chat with RTX, which is a local UI that can connect a model to your local documents and other data, so you can ask it to scan your documents without the need to upload it anywhere. Super good for privacy if that's what you're looking for. It can also watch a YouTube video and answer questions about the content of the video. So if you're too lazy to watch my videos or just need to revisit a few key points I've made, Chat with RTX can answer it easily for you. But if speed is not what you're looking for and you want the AI to do something more specific, like becoming a chatbot that teaches you how to code or becoming a tech support for grandparents, this is where fine-tuning comes in. QLoRa is the current best way to fine-tune a model, as it doesn't need to train the whole billion parameters model and instead only a fraction of them. Besides, no one really fine-tunes the entire model as it is pretty inefficient, and you probably need to spend $250,000 just to train it for like a month. But before you start fine-tuning it, remember the golden rule in AI: garbage in and garbage out. If the training data is badly organized, the result would be trash. The model that you choose to fine-tune has to be a good fit for what you want it to do too. The dataset for fine-tuning usually needs to follow the original dataset's format that was used to train the model you are fine-tuning on. There are currently a lot of different formats, and because the data formatting is how instruction, Q&A, and dialogue AI models are made, so to reproduce something of similar format, it's necessary to choose one correctly. There are other fine-tuning techniques which have less capabilities than QLoRa, however, they mostly serve a different purpose too, like get it to generate answers that satisfy some moral guardrails, or responses that are more preferred by humans. And yeah, these are roughly everything about running local LLMs and AI chatbots. There are also other extensions that you can use, like RAG, to hook up LLM with a database through Llama Index, so you can do things like asking a model about some local files, just like it was demoed in Chat with RTX, and even in a bigger scale. Or replacing GitHub Copilot with continue.dev using your local models, which would save you some more bucks. Running local LLMs may just be the peak of money saving in this age of AI without giving up performance. So maybe this is where you start your min-maxing journey in AI and run local models that will save you extra $20 during this hiring freeze. But if you are looking for more GPUs to run local models faster, Nvidia actually sent me an RTX 4080 Super to give away to you guys. And look at this bad boy. I'll probably not open this box, so whoever gets this can still enjoy the thrill of fully unboxing it. To join the giveaway, you just need to attend at least one virtual GTC session and show proof of you attending it, which is really straightforward. I'll link the participation form down in the description so you can join once GTC starts. For the proof, I just need you to take a selfie while watching any of the live virtual GTC sessions, and if you don't want to show your face, you can just show a thumbs up with GTC on your monitor, or do something unique that does not look like it's generated by AI. And also, very important, you have to use my link down in the description to sign up for the free virtual GTC session. This time, they also have the original authors of Transformers, which is from the paper Attention is All You Need, hosted a panel on March 20th, which is going to be one of the highlights, and I highly recommend you to attend. So you can watch it live online, so definitely add it to your schedule and participate in the giveaway at the same time. Shout out to Andrew Laschelius, Chris Ledoux, Alex Shea, Alex Maries, Miguel Lim, Deegan, Fifal, and many others that support me through Patreon or YouTube. Follow my Twitter if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.
In its own words, the ChatGPT chatbot from OpenAI is a force to be reckoned with in the world of language processing AI. And they might be onto something. Ask it seemingly any question, and it responds in fluent English with the ease and confidence of the smartest person you've ever met. Or maybe the most arrogant, since it does get things very wrong sometimes. In spite of its shortcomings, it has already proven to be an extremely powerful tool for creation. Code snippets, poetry, and even simulating a Linux virtual machine are all possible. If it's in the mood. It can even generate Linus Tech Tips video scripts. I mean, not in a way that will replace
Forever real.
間を確認。港まで瞬間移動できる魔法？そんなのないわよ。この浮いているものこれは最近たまたまできたプレゼンの魔法よ。実用性はないけど、まあ新しいものを追い求める道筋に無駄はつきものね。委託組の期間を確認。港まで瞬間移動できる魔法？そんなのないわよ。魔導ギルドから新しい任務が通達されたわ。修練の成果を試すのにちょうどいいわね。委託組の期間を確認。港まで瞬間移動できる魔法？そんなのないわよ。魔法の費用をより深く探求するためには基礎が必要よ。まずはここの蔵書すべてを頭に叩き込みなさい。委託組の期間を確認。港まで瞬間移動できる魔法？そんなのないわよ。研究が終わったら酒場に行きたいの？もちろんいいけど、ポルタバーたちじゃあるまいし、ウォッカだけを注文するのはやめてよね。 委託組の帰還を確認。港まで瞬間移動できる魔法？そんなのないわよ。研究が終わったら酒場に行きたいの？もちろんいいけど、ポルタバーたちじゃあるまいし、ウォッカだけを注文するのはやめてよね。委託組の帰還を確認。港まで瞬間移動できる魔法？そんなのないわよ。